I don't know what she was trying to do,
Good
Mike.
defense.
Here comes Oakridge down the floor quickly as Oakridge sits it out to Zay. She drives in for another layup. Good. Zayana Stewart has 6 points, and Alcoa will call a timeout. 6:43 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 Lady Wildcats. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett back in the studios. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Boy, Deanna's come out screaming. Maybe need to interview her every Wednesday night.
Yes. Welcome back once again to Alcoa High School. I think we've got the sound issues on the girls' stream taken care of as Hallie Bailey, they set for a three. It's an air ball. Saved by Oakridge. Here comes Jenna Johnson with the basketball. Jenna with it to Zayana Stewart. For those of you on the stream, oh, nice pass into Ayana. Her shot is blocked. For those of you who are just getting the sound on the stream, Zayana Stewart has all 6 of the Lady Wildcat points. Then it comes to Jenna Johnson. Zayana Stewart, left side, it goes to Lindsay Cleveland. Cleveland works the ball back to Ayana. Thought about dribbling and driving. She's going to take it strong, pull up and shoot off the glass. Good. Oakridge on top of Alcoa, 8-0. 6:09 to play. We're in the first quarter. Alcoa facing a little pressure. With the basketball will come Bailey. Bailey trapped, almost throws the ball away. Works the ball outside the three-point line. Now they're going to drive in for a shot, blocked. Taken away by Zayana Stewart. Lady Wildcats running the floor. Ulisha Mitchell up and good. 10-0. Lady Wildcats in the lead over Alcoa on their home floor. 5:45 to play. We're in the first quarter. Here come the Lady Tornadoes. Moving left to right with it will come Hallie Bailey. Bounce pass deflected and almost intercepted again, and is by the Lady Wildcats. Oakridge's pressure is causing all kinds of issues as Oakridge works it out to Ulisha Mitchell. Thought about shooting a three. It's on its way. It's up. Good! 3-point shot, and Coach Bauman wants another timeout. 13-0. The Lady Wildcats against the 5th-ranked team in AA lead it 13-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back once again to Alcoa High School. Lady Wildcats have taken a 13-0 lead over the Lady Tornadoes as they miss another shot, or actually hit the shot, and Jenna will bring the ball down the floor. That'll be Stewart on the bucket. Maddie Stewart, they work the ball inside. Ulisha along the baseline to Jenna. Top of the key, wide open three is up, no good. Rebound tipped and taken away by Alcoa. They've got a 2-on-1. She drives in for the shot, missed it. Rebound up, no good. Again, no good. Pulled away, and then a shot is good. 13 for the score. That'll be Gwen Carroll on the bucket. Here comes Oakridge the other way. They miss a layup. Ulisha got to get back on defense as they work the ball down the floor. Dribbling it, ball to the right corner. It goes. She's going to drive in, pull up, come cross court with a bad pass. Intercepted by Ayana. Ayana pulled her down the floor. Ayana dribbles in, bounce pass, throws the ball away. Tried to get it to Lindsay. Pace is up and down the floor as they work the ball inside. Bounce pass inside for a layup. Good. They score with Maddie Stewart. Lady Wildcats look a little winded as they come up and down the floor, which is unusual for them.
Yeah, they've been running like crazy since this game started. Great deal of defense by the Lady Wildcats to be ahead in this game.
Ulisha's going to shoot a three. It's up, no good. Kind of a quick shot there as the Lady Tornadoes bring the ball down the floor. They trail Oakridge 13-6. Hallie Bailey drives left, kicks it out to the corner. Little shove there by Ulisha. I'm not sure exactly what that was. That was a missed shot. Rebounded by the Lady Wildcats. Up again, no good. By Alcoa, up again, no good. Jenna's got it this time. Lady Wildcat basketball. Look at that defense by Kara Pitts. And then here it goes to Ulisha Mitchell. They're physical, Mike. They're playing us. Here comes Oakridge. Jenna Johnson slows things down. Now is going to drive to the hole. No place to go. Zayana's going to drive the baseline. Kick it out to Ayana Porter for three. It's going to be a little short. Rebound to the Lady Tornadoes, and a foul's called against Oakridge. A couple timeouts by David Bauman. It seems to have settled down the Lady Tornadoes. Oakridge on top 13-6, 3:20 to play in the first quarter. Two top 10 teams in the state of Tennessee. We've got Dylan Woody here. We got Ethan Eubanks here. Blake Woody. Mike Sheehan's with me. Brian Bennett back at the station. Caleb Jackson is doing our camera work down on the floor. Here come the Lady Tornadoes. There's a walk. Are they going to call a reach-in foul? Wasn't sure whether they were going to call the foul, or I'll help you a little bit and turn that down just a little bit. I don't know. That's about as far as I can get it down. Foul called against Oakridge. Second team foul. 3:13 to play first quarter. Lady Wildcats in the lead, but Alcoa has scored the last 6 points. They get another shot up. No good. They've got the rebound. We've got to do a better job rebounding. Then they throw the ball away. Oakridge.
Yeah, they're just not getting boxed out like they should, Dave. They're missing quite a few offensive rebounds, and Alcoa gets putting it back in, but we still got a 13-6 lead with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter.
3 minutes, 4 seconds to play. They're going to put a little pressure on Oakridge and make Ayana work the ball down the floor. She works it over to Jenna. Jenna drives all the way in for the shot, which is up, no good. Had a good look at it, just couldn't get it to go. Here comes Alcoa once again. They can cut the lead further. Lady Wildcats scored the first 13. They've scored the last 6. Here's a three up, no good. Good hustle rebound by the Tornadoes. Lady Wildcats have got to be a little quicker than that as Oakridge will try to work the ball in. Then it comes to Zayana Stewart. Lady Wildcats rushing, coming down the floor. Zay's going to go coast to coast with it. Take it off the glass shot, no good. They're going to say it's last touch by Oakridge. 13-8 the score, 8 straight points. Lady Wildcats, last few minutes have been a little bit out-hustled by the Lady Tornadoes.
Yeah, they certainly have. Alcoa is a scrapping team, no doubt about it, David. They're a lot quicker than a lot of these teams the Lady Wildcats have seen here of late.
You have to get the ball across the line, and that's a 10-second call. Good defense by Oakridge. 2:20 to play first quarter, 13-8. Both these two teams are ranked in the state of Tennessee. We're expecting a really big crowd here tonight already, a nice crowd for the girls' game as the Lady Wildcats will work the ball into Ayana Porter. Ayana waits for her teammates, gives it off to Zay. Lady Wildcats will set up their offense. 13-8, Zay's going to drive in for the layup, and it's good.
30.
That time Zay used her quickness and scores, and Oakridge leads it again by 7. 15-8 the score, and that's 8 points, I believe, for Zayana. They're going to bring the ball across the midcourt line. Lady Wildcats, watch them work the ball for a little jumper, which is good. Pretty shot up by Maddie Stewart. Here comes Oakridge coming back the other way.
6.
Lady Wildcats with it. Avea Mitchell in the ball game to Ayana Porter. Drives in for the layup. Good. Lady Wildcats using their quickness. They trade baskets. It's Oakridge back up by 7. 17-10. They're slow at putting our points up on the board, I've noticed. Here comes Alcoa against the pressure. Minute 33 to play first quarter. Here come the Lady Tornadoes. Lady Wildcats gambled a little bit on defense. They get a missed shot, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give Alcoa the basketball. Minute 25 to play. We're in the first quarter in a 17-10 ball game. Lady Wildcats jumped out on top 13-0. As the Tornadoes will work the ball in, Hallie Bailey will try to work it in from the baseline. Yet to do it. Now finally does. Top of the circle, number 34, good head fake, goes inside and throws the ball away. They say it's going to be last touch, though, by Ayana Porter. A minute 21 to play. First quarter, 17-10. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Here's the ball worked in. Little jumper is up and good. Nice turnaround shot by Maddie Stewart. And here comes Oakridge. Ayana Porter going to bring the ball down the floor. Ayana going coast to coast with it. Kicks it out. Lindsay Cleveland for three. No good. Rebounded by Jenna. Jenna Johnson backs it up. Minute 4 to play first quarter. 17-12. Lady Wildcat basketball. Avea with it to Ulisha. To Jenna Johnson, left elbow. Guns a three. It's on its way. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Wildcats. 52.9 seconds to play in a fast first quarter. Even though they've called a couple of timeouts, the action has been quick as the Lady Wildcats lead at 17-12. We were expecting a great ball game, and already we've got one. As there's going to be a double dribble. Nope, they're going to call a travel on number 22, Briley Flat, and that'll give Oakridge the basketball. Blake Woody doing the scoreboard. We got Dylan Woody here. We got Ethan Eubanks as well. TJ was here someplace. I guess he's deserted us. As Oakridge will bring the ball down the floor, leading by 5. They were up by 13 at one point as Ayana works the ball in. Needs help. Swings the ball inside to Ulisha, who drives in for the layup, and it's good. Ulisha Mitchell hits the shot, and the Lady Wildcats back up by 7. See, they're slow at putting our scores up on the board. It should be 19-12.
Right.
I think they only are keeping their scores, and
well, I've got 19.
It is 19. He's been that way the entire ball game. He's been slow. It is 19-12, sir. They haven't changed it. It'll be another foul called against Oakridge. 17.4 seconds to play in the first quarter. Alcoa ball, trying to get it in. They do finally, and then they steal it. Jenna Johnson does, and then a foul is going to be called. Watch them. They will. Let's see if they even put it up on the scoreboard. That's the ultimate home cooking right there. It is 19. Don't believe what that scoreboard says, Blake, and he didn't. It'll be Oakridge. Uh-oh, here comes Coach Gaddis. You're in trouble. As the Lady Wildcats will get the basketball. It is 19-12, but the scoreboard continues to say 17-12. Oakridge ball, 13 seconds to play. With the basketball will come Zayana Stewart. Zayana around a screen, dribbles in, goes up for the shot, blocked out of bounds. It'll be Oakridge basketball with 4.4 seconds to play. Not sure who's keeping our board. Lady Wildcat ball. Got to get it in soon. In it comes. She was held to Jenna for 3. No good. As the first quarter comes to a close. We played one quarter basketball. Lady Wildcats on top, 19-12. That is the correct score. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Alex Lewaxa.
Score's wrong, by the way.
We got 19, John. They didn't give us what I've got. They missed that one layup, man.
I know.
So we're going to get it or not?
What's that?
Yeah. Get those 2 points or not?
I mean, hopefully somebody will tell them, but nobody seems to be telling them on our side. He's been slow putting our points up the whole game.
You know, David, that's something I miss.
What's that?
Is being courtside to keep doing this.
Yeah, I know. Those are the fun times.
Yeah, they were. They really were. I've been meaning to say that to you. I just hadn't forgotten.
Welcome back once again to Alcoa. One of my pet peeves is when you have a scoreboard keeper that's not keeping up with our points. They finally put it up there. Oakridge gets the ball first, and we start play here in the second quarter, leading 19-12. Oakridge ball, a little weave action. Here it goes to Ulisha, top of the circle. Lady Wildcats have Jenna Johnson in the ball game. Ulisha's going to drive in, lost the ball, and then a foul is going to be called. Really, really good defense, though, by Alcoa as Ulisha commits the foul. She was going in, but number 23, Gwen Carroll, just picked the ball away from her.
Yeah, absolutely she did. She just stole. This team's much quicker than any I've seen so far, David.
Here comes a deflection and a near steal, and then they work the ball top of the key. Around the horn it goes. Lady Wildcats got a trap. That girl can shoot. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Jenna Johnson. Lady Wildcats pushing it up the floor. Ulisha catches it on a dead run, stops, throws the ball, intending it for Avea Mitchell. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Alcoa. Alcoa, as I mentioned, is a top 10 team in girls basketball in their classification. as are their boys. Their boys were number 1 last week. Got to get it in soon. And it comes to Avea. Avea's going to drive in, give it off to Lindsey Cleveland for the shot. Good. Lindsey goes off the glass, and the Lady Wildcats lead is 9. 21-12 is our score as the Lady Tornadoes bring the ball down the floor. Good defense by Oakridge. A trap set. Oh, a little hack on the part of Avea Mitchell. It's going to be called. Lady Wildcats on top 21-12. It'll be, once again, it'll be Alcoa with the basketball. Bailey with it. Dribbles in. Spinning with Avea trying to guard her. She shoots up and under. And that's going to be a foul. Avea tried to keep up with her, just couldn't, and she took it. She's quick. Number 3 is, she's a junior, Hallie Bailey. She's ruled in the act of shooting, and she'll go to the free throw line. Ethan, how was track today?
It was pretty good.
Bailey to the line. Free throw is good. 21-13, Oakridge in the lead. Hey, there's Ben George in the house as well. Back to the line we'll go. Hallie Bailey. Toss. Good. Oakridge back on offense. They won't press us this time. 7-point Lady Wildcat lead. 21-14 the score. 6:48 to play second quarter. Zayana Stewart nearly stripped of the ball. And then there's the foul called against Kara Pitts, the senior. They're really aggressive, Mike.
They definitely are. Well, I mean, they mirror Oakridge so well. It's like watching the same team play at the same time. They're both very quick.
Lady Wildcats are going to get the ball into Jenna. She got bumped, but no call. Here comes Jenna driving in, pulls up, little 5-footer, hits the rim, no good. Rebound to the Lady Tornadoes. Here comes Bailey down the floor. She is quick as a cat. She missed that shot, though, and rebounded by Oakridge. Lady Wildcats, Mitchell with it over to Lindsey Cleveland. Cleveland left side, Ulisha, three-pointer, left corner is off the mark, no good. Lady Wildcats not getting a whole lot of rebounds. Wildcats going to get back on defense. Oh, there's a bump foul against Ulisha. That'll be her second personal foul. 6:16 to play second quarter. Lady Wildcats have got to up it a gear just a bit to kind of keep up with this team. It'll be Bailey to work the ball in. Bailey from the baseline looks, yet to fire it in. Does finally, and it comes to number 34. That's Maddie Stewart. Ball nearly ripped away from her. Right elbow shot. She had to rush it. No good. Rebound, Ulisha Mitchell. Ulisha is then tied up and then knocks the ball off the body of one of the Lady Tornadoes. I love their defense. They trap just like Oakridge, and they've got more size than we do.
Yeah, they don't hesitate. As soon as the ball lands in one of our players' hands, they're right on top of her, David.
They're not going to do a whole lot of pressing here. It's going to be man-to-man in the rear court. Jenna's going to work the ball in. Jenna having a little fun with the official as Oakridge works it into Zayana Stewart. Zayana with somebody right behind her. Has to kick the ball back out to Avea. Lack of communication right there on the floor. The Lady Wildcats, we could see her coming in behind, but Zay couldn't.
Yeah, they couldn't see her, and then nobody told her, and it was a turnover on the Lady Wildcat.
Here comes Bailey to the midcourt line. Trap, falls down, and got bumped again. I think she just inadvertently tripped. Oakridge fans didn't think so. We're going to have a good crowd, it looks like, in attendance here today. As I talked about that, we got a good Oakridge turnout. A lot of Oakridge students are in attendance as well. And it'll be, is that already the fifth foul? Already the fifth foul called against the Lady Wildcats. That's going to send Hallie Bailey to the free throw line. 21-14, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Free throw on its way, good. It's a really good basketball team. As I mentioned, they're in the top 10 in their classification. And classifications don't mean as much in basketball. All you need is 5 really good players. You don't need to have a school of 22,000 to have a good basketball team. You just need to have 5 good players, and they've got a good team.
Haley Berry's now 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
21-16, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Avea Mitchell dribbles in. Avea kicks the ball back out to the top to Jenna Johnson. Johnson's going to give it back to Zay. Zay wanted to penetrate. She does. Pulls up. Oh, nice move. Shot is up. No good. Does draw the foul. And Zayana Stewart will go to the free throw line. 73% free throw shooter. And what has Zay done tonight here, Mike?
That's her second team.
How many points does Zayana have?
8. She started out with 8. and now she's still going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Basket's up and good. Excuse me, the third time tonight.
Lady Wildcats back up, 22-16 the score. Trying to make it a 7-point game once again. Toss, good.
Now Zayana's 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
23-16 Lady Wildcats. Here comes Alcoa moving left to right. In the rear court, they have number 11. That's Kara Pitts. She gets the ball across the line to Stewart. Stewart holds the ball, then swings the ball top of the circle to number 5 in the ball game. That's Katie Bremer. She's a freshman. She drives all the way in, kicks it to the corner. They're going to drive in. Nice move in the paint. Fadeaway jumper, clang off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Zayana. Pushes it up to Jenna Johnson. Johnson pulls up, shoots, a little short. Rebounded by Maddie Stewart. Stewart in the rear court. Works the ball down to Bremer. Bremer brings the ball across the line, drives against Avea. Bounce past top of the key. There's near walk right there. She picked up that right foot before she put the ball down on the floor. Alcoa ball. 4:49 to play, second quarter. They're going to drive to the right block. Want to shoot over Jenna. Not a good idea. So they swing the ball back to the top of the key. Dribbling with it. Avea trying to guard number 23, Gwen Carroll. They get that girl on the block. That's a mismatch in size. She puts up a shot. No good. Rebound, back up, and it is good. They've got a mismatch inside as Stewart scores inside. Avea tried to guard her, but the height disadvantage there for the Lady Wildcats. Oakridge ball, 23-18 the score. 4:19 to play in the first half. Avea wanted to drive in, going to penetrate, now goes all the way in, left-handed, her shot is blocked, and they're going to call a foul. Kind of looked like all ball from here, but that's going to send Oakridge to the free throw line. It'll be Avea Mitchell going to the line, a 71% free throw shooter. Bremer is the person who committed the foul, because Bauman not too happy about that call. Free throw on its way up there, good. I believe that's Avea's first points of the game. 6-point Lady Wildcat lead, 24-18. Avea Mitchell will go back to the line. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 24-18. Second toss is good. Hits them both, back to a 7-point game. Caleb Jackson doing camera work down on the floor. We appreciate him. Got the Woody brothers up here. There's a trap. They work out of it. Now they got numbers. She pulls up and shoots. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to Avea Mitchell. Avea in the real court. Oh, nice move. Really? Avea brings the ball down the floor and then has the ball stripped. Oh, they got to talk.
Haley Berry is so quick.
She is, but the Lady Wildcats have got to give her some advance notice that there's somebody coming behind her as the Lady Tornadoes work their offense. 25-18 the score. Lady Wildcats on top. 3:41 to play first half. They're going to drive in. Shot is up, and it's good. Hallie Bailey scores, and here comes Oakridge back the other way in a 5-point game again. Lady Wildcats backing it up with Avea Mitchell running the point right now. Avea dribbles left, gives it over to Lindsay Cleveland. Lindsay to Jenna Johnson. Johnson drives free throw line back to Zay. Zay drives free throw line, wanted to take it in, will not be able to. Kicks it in the corner. Driving with it will come Avea Mitchell. Avea's going to drive in, shoots, no good, but does draw a foul from Briley Flatt. And Avea will go back to the free throw line. 5-point game, 25-20. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Streaming the game live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Avea 2 for 2 at the line. Make it 3 for 3. She knocks that one down. Back to a 6-point Oakridge lead. 26-20. Oakridge on top. They've led the entire way, but Alcoa, they've got some talent. Toss, good. Rattled in, good. Lady Wildcats back by 7. 27-20 the score. Here come the Lady Tornadoes moving left to right against Oakridge's pressure. They have the ball in the rear court. Lady Wildcats, as they get the ball across the midcourt line, they work the ball inside. Here's a shot. It's up, and it's no good. Jenna Johnson has the rebound. Missed shot that time by Carroll. Here comes Oakridge up by 7 with the ball. Zayana stops. Jenna's got a wide open three. Boy, they need it. No good. Rebound to the Lady Tornadoes. Little shove there on Janaea Pippen's part as Alcoa throws it away. This game's pretty physical,
yeah,
Mike.
Absolutely. You know, it's something I just noticed on the score sheet, haven't seen very often. From the free throw line, there's been 12 shots taken and 12 shots made.
Wow, that is unusual. That's just the sign of two really good teams.
Yeah, exactly. They're both good shooters.
2:32 to play second quarter, 27-20, Lady Wildcats. Oakridge basketball. Jenna, Lindsey Cleveland fakes a three, drives in, pulls up, shoots, no good. Can't get the rebound. The Wildcats do have it momentarily. It's going to be a jump ball. Janaea Pippins and the Lady Tornado battle. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball, should be, well, maybe I misread that. I thought it was going to be Oakridge's ball on the last jump, but not 100% sure on that. Alcoa's going to get the ball.
Call.
What's that?
I said, I'm not sure about that call.
No, neither am I, but oh well. 2:15 to play. They work the ball. Here's a steal by Zayana.
They didn't deserve it anyway.
Zayana dribbles in, kicks the ball to Lindsey Cleveland. Inside to Janaea Pippins to Jenna. Back left side of Vea. Three-pointer, left corner is up. Hits the rim, no good. They're doing a great job on the glass as Alcoa brings the ball down the floor. They have the numbers, then a steal by Oakridge. Saved away by Avea Mitchell. Avea hammered, but no call. Works the ball to Janaea. The Lady Wildcats haven't been able to hit some threes until right now. Three-point shot, Zayana Stewart, and the Lady Wildcats have the 10-point lead back. 30-20 the score, 93 seconds to play in the first half. Here comes Alcoa down the floor. Here comes Bailey driving in, might have walked. Works the ball to the corner. Here's their three. Off the rim, no good. Zay on the rebound. 3-on-2. Zayana Stewart dribbling, giving it up. Back to Zay. Go. Shot no good.
Oh.
She was too far underneath the goal. I'm surprised Lindsay didn't just go ahead and take the shot. Back on defense. Got to slow them down. They're going coast to coast.
Oh, that was a wall.
Shot is good. You got to slow them down. Come back the other way. It's an 8-point Wildcat lead. 30-22. I haven't been able to take a break here.
I'm telling you, they are running like racehorses.
8-point game, 56 seconds to play, second quarter. Lady Wildcats have the ball knocked out by number 5, Katie Brimmer. As the substitutions come in, back into the ball game will come Gwen Carroll. Ayanna Porter has been on the bench most of the first half.
Absolutely, surprisingly enough.
Lady Wildcat ball, trying to get it in. Got to do it soon, and it comes to Avea Mitchell at the midcourt line. She's in the circle with 48 seconds to play. Got a screen, got a drive, got a layup, knocks it down. Blew right past her defender that time. Bailey couldn't keep up with Avea, and it's back to a 10-point Lady Wildcat lead. She's got 5 in the ball game. 32-22 the score. Lady Wildcats. Here comes Bailey again. She is so quick. She drives in. Got to play better defense, and that shot is missed. They're going to call a foul underneath. Lady Wildcats have got to match her speed because she is fast, incredibly fast. As they go to the free throw line, foul is going to be called against Janaea Pippins. To the line will go Briley Flatt. Free throws up and good. So is that remaining 13 out of 13?
Sure is. Lucky number.
I don't know about that. 27.8 seconds. Toss. We didn't jinx her.
14.
Oakridge ball, no pressure. Lady Wildcats could play for the final shot. They're up by 8, 32-24. Lady Wildcat basketball. Avea Mitchell has gone most of the way at the point position. Midcourt line. Dribbles in. Dribbles around. Here comes the trap about to be set on her. She's got to get rid of it soon. Does to Jenna. Ball's loose on the floor. She allowed that trap. Lady Wildcat. Zayana hustles, gets the ball right back. 6, 5. Zay to the hole. No good. 3, 2. Wildcats steal it as the first half comes to a close. What a physical first half. What a game up and down the floor. Lady Wildcats, Mike, have the lead by 8.
Yeah, it's been a scrapping lead. I tell you what, that was the quickest first half we've had. I mean, there was, a bunch of fouls, and I still can't believe they're 14 for 14 from the free throw line. It's been a long time since I've seen that many free throws made in a row, David.
Before I take a break here, I want to tell everybody that the Oakridge basketball teams will begin district tournament play on February the 20th and 21st at Carnes. And in order for us to stream the ball games live, we must pay a rights fee to the TSSAA to do so. We will be able to stream events home and away. If the Wildcats get some home ball games, we'll be able to stream it home because it's a TSSAA event. And but it does require help from our loyal viewers. The cost is $200 per game. In past years, fans have promoted their businesses, memorialized their loved ones, or dedicated a game to their grandchildren. If you're willing to help us out, you can contact me, David Clary, at DCCATV That spells DC Cat Voice at AOL.com, or you can call or text me at 865-310-7207. We greatly appreciate your support. Any size donation would be appreciated. 32-24, the Lady Wildcats have the lead while Mike works on the stats. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. Oakridge on top by 8. What a game we've had in the first half. We'll be back to Alcoa in 3 minutes. Welcome back once again to Alcoa High School, where at halftime the Lady Wildcats are on top of the Lady Tornadoes, 32-24. Blake, you've got the scoring in the first half.
Yes, sir. Avea Mitchell has 6 points at the end of this. Zayana has 13. Ayana Porter has 4. Lindsay Cleveland has 2. And Elisha Mitchell has 9. And the score right now is 32-24 at the end of the half. Oh, and for the Alcoa girls, Hallie Bailey has 8 points. Katie Bremer has 2. Briley Flatt has 2. And Maddie Stewart has 10.
Let me talk about some of the career points. Tonight could be a big night for Ray Ray. Ray Ray has 995 points coming into tonight's ball game. 5 more points, and that'll be 1,000 in his career. Already we've seen 3 1,000 point scores play in the girls' game. Jenna Johnson, Ayana Porter, Zayana Stewart all have hit the 1,000 mark this year. And now, Blake, I think Ray Ray, 5 points for Ray Ray is not a whole lot of points. I think he'll get it in the first half.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think he could get it in maybe the first 5 minutes.
I wish that Cooper Williams was going to hit that number. We're going to have to play a lot of ball games, and he's going to have to score a lot of points. Cooper comes in at 834 points in his career. He does have 550 rebounds. Garrett Giles is already over 1,500 in his career. He came in at 1,500, comes in at 1,566 tonight with 100 total three-point shots in his career. On the girls' side, Zayana Stewart, 1,206 points. Jenna Johnson, 1,020 points. Ayanna Porter, 1,190 points. Blake, we're going to take another break here. Lady Wildcats on top, 32-24. I expect a great second half. We'll be back for the second half in 3 minutes. I know you hate this, but Blake. He read them. Start the camera.
He did.
Welcome back once again to Alcoa High School. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Get the ball first as we start play here in the second half. Lindsey Cleveland with it to Ayanna Porter. Ayanna drives in for the shot. Partially rejected and taken away by Alcoa. Lady Wildcats back on defense. Oakridge comes out here in the second half with Lindsey Cleveland, Ayanna Porter, as they work the ball down low. Good defense by Oakridge for a moment. They get a shot up. Good. Alcoa's got a good basketball team, let me tell you. Best team we've played in a while as Oakridge works it down the floor to Lindsey Cleveland. Into Ayanna. She lost the ball out of bounds. Ayanna lost her footing and lost her shoe, it looks like, as well. So Lady Wildcat lead has been cut to 32-26. The strategy is good, but very seldom have we gone against a team as quick as we are.
No, and they are really showing how the quickness they have. Alcoa is a force to be reckoned with.
Lady Wildcat Oh, there's a steal by Ayanna Porter. Then she throws the ball away.
Goodness.
Works the ball down the floor. Lady Wildcats have got to be a little bit more careful as they get a shot up. Good. They score with J.C. Cox. And Oakridge's lead is cut as on the other end, Ulisha Mitchell scores for the Lady Wildcats. Oakridge back up. If they put it up on the scoreboard, 6:50 to play, 34-28. They are absolutely terrible about putting our score up on the scoreboard. Alcoa basketball, deflection, and a steal by Ulisha on a deflection. Then the Lady Wildcats working into Jenna. Jenna's going to drive in, right-handed off the glass. Good. Lady Wildcats 4 quick points, and Oakridge is back up by 8. Watch them. Oh, they finally did. 36-28 the score. Lady Wildcats, as they work the ball inside for a shot. Good. Up and down the floor we go. Here comes Oakridge. Ulisha Mitchell's going to drive in. Did not have the numbers. Backs it up to Jenna. Jenna, long three. Good. Three-point shot. Jenna Johnson. Nice shot there, Ethan Eubank.
It was a nice shot.
Here come the Lady Tornadoes down the floor, trailing by 9. 39-30 the score. Here comes the trap set on Bailey. She works out of it. Dribbles right. Drives in for a shot. Good. They score. And back the other way will come Oakridge. Oakridge wants to run. Ulisha with it, top of the key. To Ayanna Porter. Has to track it down. Dribbles in. Stops. Gives it over to Lindsay. To Jenna again. Jenna thought about shooting a three. Sets it up to Mitchell. 7-point Lady Wildcat lead, 39-32. Ulisha's going to take her girl strong to the hole. Good. What a drive there by Ulisha Mitchell.
Beautiful, beautiful drive. Absolutely perfect. She did a kind of a spin in the middle of the lane and drove it right to the basket.
Back to a 9-point game. They shoot a three. It's on its way. It's no good. They are really good on the glass. Partially rejected shot. Here comes Oakridge. Ayanna Porter coming out of there with it. Lady Wildcats. Ayanna going coast to coast. Ayanna stops, gives it out to Jenna. Jenna dribbles, goes inside to Ayanna for the shot. Good off the glass. Ayanna Porter and the Lady Wildcats with 5 minutes to play, lead by 11. 43-32 the score. Oakridge beginning to show their quickness.
They're starting to exert their offensive prowess now, David.
Near walk there by Bailey. As they work the ball to the free throw line, Bailey dribbles in, nice head fake, drives in for the shot, clang off the iron, no good, but she is fouled. 4:42 to play third quarter, 43-32, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Both coaches, Coach Taylor, Coach Green, have said they are playing these really good non-district ball teams at the end of the year to get them ready for tournament time. It's a great strategy.
Oh, absolutely, and this is a good team right here, for no doubt about it. First missed free throw of the night by Maddie Stewart.
Their record, Alcoa's record, Blake, help me out with the record there.
Missed them both.
Here comes Oakridge back the other way. 21-5 as Ulisha waits, gives it inside Ayanna, pulls up, shoots, short. Here comes the Lady Tornadoes. Bailey blows past her defender, fires it inside. Nice play, but he missed the shot. Can't finish it. Ulisha's got the rebound. Ulisha with it to Ayanna Stewart. 11-point Wildcat lead, 43-32. Lady Wildcats turn the ball over again. You cannot make long passes like that against these teams. They've got length, they've got quickness. Here comes Pitts in the paint, pulls up, shoots. She missed it. Rebound, out of bounds, jump ball, alternate possession arrow to Alcoa. 4:08 to play third quarter, 43-32. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Alcoa ball underneath the goal. Yet to get it in. Here comes the pass, and it comes to Maddie Stewart. Free throw line jumper is on its way. That's a brick, no good. Rebounded by Jenna Johnson. Lady Wildcats with the lead. I think it was missed by Carroll. Here's Jenna. Three-pointer, they need it. Nailed it! Three-point shot. Jenna Johnson. Bauman says timeout. Oakridge ups their lead to 14 points over the Lady Tornadoes, 46-32. Let's take a break. We'll be back to Alcoa in 30 seconds.
30 seconds timeout.
Well, Jenna went from 0 to 6 in a hurry.
Alicia Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Wildcats on a 16-point lead over Alcoa. 48-32. Here come the Lady Tornadoes on the floor. Here's to Montana. She's on the ground.
Good night. That was a whole lot of scrap. Looked more like a rugby play than a basketball play.
How much is Oakridge out?
Foul on Cleveland. That's her first.
How much what?
Team second.
Oh.
Free throw line. Actually, Alcoa goes to the free throw line. 48-32. He wants to play third quarter. They lost on 48-32. Boise University won their game today. Bailey Sandcross, good. Basketball. 32, Lady Wildcats in the lead. The basketball will come at Yana Porter. Going to the baseline, swings it out to the top. Works the ball out to Alicia Mitchell. Thought about driving in with her back to the goal. Works the ball to Jenna Johnson. Jenna's going to take it. Pushing the hole. Rebound to Ayala. Quick as a cat. Goes down the board and she's fouled, I think, by Bailey.
I think you're.
Ball will go against Alcoa. Nope, it's going to go against
Foul on Kara Pitts. That's her second.
number 1.
Team first. The bucket for Stewart is whistled good. Foul on Pitts, her third.
Picks up her third foul, her second foul in the last minute. 2:17 to play, third quarter, 50-34 Oakridge. Toss, good. Zayana Stewart, here's Oakridge, their biggest lead, a 17-point advantage. Back to my question.
Yeah, they outscored them by 9. Now they've outscored them by 11 in this half, David. She's already got 12, Maddie Stewart. She's probably the leading scorer for the Lady Tornadoes. And she makes another three-pointer by Maddie Stewart.
51-34 the score. Here come the Lady Wildcats. Once again, their lead is 51-36.
Foot must have been on the line. It was a 2.
Jenna Johnson with it, top of the key for 3 on its way. No good. Rebound, Alcoa. Here come the Lady Tornadoes. They can cut the lead. Bailey drives in, shoots, no good. Off-balance shot, rebounded by Ayana Porter. Ayana throws it down the floor. It's knocked out of bounds by Alcoa. It should be Oakridge ball. It is. These officials are good.
Man, they are good. And they have to be pretty quick too, David. They run up and down the floor quite a bit themselves. This has been a pretty well officiated game.
It's been a really good officiated game.
You can't really complain about the officiating.
And I can't normally say that about, as Ayana gets a bucket up, good. Can't say that usually about Blount County officials, to be honest with you. Put the bucket on the board, they do. Lady Wildcats in the lead, and then a near steal with the basketball, number 34. Here comes Bailey. 53-36, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. A minute 19 to play in the third period. With the basketball will come Alcoa's Hallie Bailey. Backs up into the midcourt circle. I think we got my mic situated. As they work the ball free throw line, that's an air ball, no good. Oakridge basketball. Missed shot that time by Ronique Garner, freshman. Tried to rush it. It was a good look. She just couldn't get it to go. Wow, there's a stranger. Who is that guy? As Oakridge brings the ball down the floor to Ayana Porter. Out to Lindsay Cleveland, to Jenna Johnson. Jenna Johnson drive, stops. Jenna Johnson in the second half is on fire. And the Lady Wildcats now lead by 19 points. What a third quarter of basketball for the Lady Wildcats. 55 to 36. They get a shot off. It's good. That's pretty. 2-point shot by Briley Flat. That's for 2, buddy.
Direction 2.
As the Wildcats have the basketball, here comes Zayana Stewart. Wants to drive, kicks the ball. Ulisha Mitchell, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, big fight. Ayana to Zayana. Lady Wildcats set it up. Since we've been talking about sponsoring the broadcast, we've picked up some sponsors, and we will be able to stream all the Oakridge games of the district tournament. Zayana, 5-second count was on. Drives right, gives it off to Ayana Porter. Ayana to the hole. No good, but she draws. Oh, they call a charge. Okay, I've said most of the game has been officiated well. Not so sure about that one.
No, me either.
4 seconds to play. Third quarter. The Wildcats just need to slow them down here. 55-38, 4, 3, 2. Bailey at the buzzer, no good, as the third quarter comes to a close. We've played 3 quarters of basketball here at Alcoa. Oakridge leads it 55-38. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back once again. The Lady Wildcats on top, 55-38. Mike, what an impressive third quarter for the Lady Wildcats.
Absolutely, they really came out strong, David, and now they've taken a 17-point lead, and I'm in shock. They are really shooting the ball very well, David.
Here comes Jenna Johnson. Free throw line jumper is on its way. Hits the top of the rim, no good. Rebound to the Lady Tornadoes. Back on defense, we'll go to Oakridge Wildcats. 7:45 to play in the game, 55-38. Kind of slow her down. They allowed her to drive all the way down. They get an easy shot up, no good. Rebounded back by the Lady Tornadoes, and then a holding foul, I think, called against Jenna. 7:35 to play in the game, 55-38. Lady Wildcats trying to beat the Tornadoes for the second consecutive year. It'll be Lady Tornado basketball underneath the goal. To work the ball in will be Katie Brimmer. Brimmer lobs it up high. Brimmer's going to drive in, penetrate, shoots. No, it is good. It's a 15-point game. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 55-40. Here comes Lindsey Cleveland dribbling in. Lindsey lost the dribble, harassed, brings the ball back to the top to Jenna Johnson. Lady Wildcats with the basketball, 7:15 to play. Avea's back in the ball game. She ran the point most of the ball game in the first half anyway. As Oakridge has it with Ayana Porter. Backing up upside the line, now dribbles past her defender, goes to the hole, puts it up there, no good.
Oh, my.
Normally those go in for Ayana, but not this time. As they bring the ball down the floor, it gives an easy layup.
Flat.
Getting close again, 13-point game. Here comes Oakridge down the floor. Got to be a little bit more careful with the ball. We got to finish off the shots. So Oakridge works it over to Janaea Pippins, who's in the ball game. Back to Jenna Johnson. Johnson hand check, dribbles left, kicks the ball to the corner. Dribbling in the paint, Lindsey Cleveland back to Ayana, around to Avea Mitchell. Had a three, going to drive in. Avea turns, spins, off-balance shot, no good. Just a little bit off balance, wouldn't go. It's a 13-point game, 6:24 to play in the ball game. Alcoa making another little run as we expected them to do. Number 22 with the basketball, they shoot a three, no good. Rebound, track down, it's going to be a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow to Oakridge. Lady Wildcats will get it. I think it should be Alcoa's ball, to be honest with you. The arrow says Oakridge, but it should be Alcoa's ball. It should be Alcoa's ball.
Jump, Alcoa ball.
The guy at the scores table.
PA announcer got it right.
Yeah, the scorekeeper has not been quite on the ball here tonight.
No, he hasn't.
Alcoa ball. They work the ball in. Good trap. Setting up their offense. 6:08 to play. Nearly a walk there. Here's a missed shot. Rebounded by Ayanna Porter. 55-42, a 13-point Oakridge lead. 6 minutes to play. Lady Wildcats. Janaea Pippins with the basketball. Backs outside the line. Gives it to Jenna. We'll see if she takes her person. Nope. She's going to work it along the baseline to Janaea. Back to the top to Ayanna Porter. Around to Zay. Three-pointer. It's open, and it's good. Three-point shot. Zayana Stewart and the Lady Wildcats up their lead once again. And then a timeout is asked for. We'll hold it right here. Lady Wildcats back up by 16, they say on the scoreboard. 58-42. Mike, what a second half so far for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, they've really looked great. And, you know, Zawana Stewart just played outstanding. She's got 19 now, still with 5 minutes, 39 seconds left. Jenna Johnson came in on fire. She didn't have any points at all in the first half, and she scored 10 here in the second quarter and the third quarter. So they've really been playing tough. With only 5 minutes and 39 seconds left, the Lady Wildcats are playing very well right now, David.
Lady Wildcats in the lead by 16. 5 minutes, 39 seconds to play in the ball game. And it'll be Alcoa basketball. Coming down the floor with it. Once again, we got this table's not big enough for the both of us here. As here comes Alcoa. And there's 10 seconds. Good defense again by Oakridge. Lady Wildcats on top, 58-42, trying to win their 21st game of the year. The guys are trying to win their 20th game of the year. Oakridge basketball leading 58-42. Oakridge works it into Ayanna Porter. Inside the paint, gives it out to Janaea Pippins, who drives in against Bailey. Cannot shoot. Zay's going to drive the baseline all the way to the hole. Open under, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Tornadoes. Then the trailing official calls a foul against Ayanna Stewart. Looked pretty good from here, but, you know, we're up here.
Foul on Stewart,
her second foul. 16-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. Team foul number 1 called here, number 2 called in the fourth quarter. Alcoa basketball. We really haven't had a chance to talk much. It's been up and down the floor like this.
Very fast-paced game.
Here's a three-pointer. It's no good. It'll be Oakridge basketball. J.C. Cox misses another three. It'll be Oakridge basketball, leading by 16 with 5:06 to play.
David, I'm thinking the Lady Tornadoes are starting to get tired. They're missing a lot more shots than they're making now.
Here comes Oakridge with the basketball. Janaea Pippins over to Jenna Johnson. Jenna tracks it down, dribbles in, penetrates, gives it out to Ulisha Mitchell, back to Zayana Stewart. 4:50 to play in the ball game. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 58-42. Here comes Zay driving. Zay all the way in. She's held and fouled. On the floor, that'll be the first foul called against the Tornadoes. Alcoa is a very, very talented team. They've got height, they've got quickness, they can shoot the ball. Lady Wildcats playing one of their better ball games.
Absolutely they are. Everything's going right for the Lady Wildcats. They're playing so well together right now, David. They share the ball so well. They pass it around, hit the open person, and their shooting has just been extremely well.
Zay blows past her defender. No contest there. She tried to keep up with her, and Zay just blew her away and draws another foul. That's a foul on Kara Pitts, the senior, and that's her 5th foul. She just couldn't keep up with Zay. She couldn't keep up with her.
No, there's no way. She blew right by her, so she held her to keep her from doing anything.
Oakridge basketball. A lot of time left in the game, though. 16-point Oakridge lead. Oakridge going to work it into Jenna Johnson. Not a great feed. It's intercepted. That's a tough pass in traffic as they bring the ball down the floor with Brimmer. Brimmer drives in and then a reach-in foul. Ethan, we're not going to get any calls here in the fourth quarter.
I don't think so.
4:24 to play in the ball game. That'll be the 3rd team foul. It'll be Lady Tornado basketball underneath the goal, 58-42. Trying to get the ball in. Jenna playing really good defense, but they get a shot in anyway. I don't think that shot was made by Maddie Stewart. Oakridge by 14 with the ball. Three-pointer on its way. No good. Back up by man. What a putback bucket by Zayana Stewart, and the Lady Wildcats lead by 16. Here comes Alcoa down the floor. Once again, Stewart, baseline jumper is on its way. Hits the rim, no good. Rebound to Oakridge, Ayana down the floor, gives it off. Janaea Pippins off the glass shot, good. Lady Wildcats beat them down the floor, and Oakridge leads Alcoa by 18 points. Top 5 team in the state, trailing 62-44 with the basketball. Good defense. I told you they were not going to give any calls to Oakridge. That was just good defense. There was hardly any contact there at all. And the Blount County official made the call. They've officiated the ball game pretty well. That was not a foul.
No, it was not.
Alcoa ball. Trying to work the ball in. Finally comes in. Saved by number 5, Katie Brimmer. Brimmer to Bailey. Bailey picked up by Ayana Porter. 3:35 to play. Lady Wildcats up 18. Headed for their 21st win of the year. Elbow shot, partially rejected. Knocked out of bounds.
Oh, they said that's Alcoa's ball. I don't know about that.
Well, because she was standing out of bounds when she caught it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so that's not a good call either, in my opinion. 62-44 the score. They worked the ball in. There's a travel. Good defense again. She tried to work the ball through 2 defenders, and Oakridge will get the basketball. Oakridge headed for their 21st win.
And their defense has won this game, Dave. They had just been all over the Lady Tornadoes.
62-44 the score. Avea Mitchell with the basketball. Dribbles in, lost it, saved it on the floor. Janaea Pippins with it. Back to Zayana Stewart. Zayana looks down low. Janaea's got it. Good head fake. A little 5-footer. Hits the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound and backs it up. 3:04 to play. Zayana Stewart drives in. Shot. No good. Rebounded by Brimmer. Then the ball is lost again, and Oakridge gets another easy one. The ball does not lie as Ayana Stewart scores yet another time, and Oakridge has a 20-point lead on the Lady Tornadoes. 64-44 the score. Ball knocked out of bounds. Oakridge has out-hustled them big time here in the second half.
Absolutely. Their quickness is just taking over this fourth quarter here, the Lady Wildcats, exerting their superiority.
Big time win for the Lady Wildcats. Lady Wildcats will play Cleveland, another big-time team, on Tuesday. Another missed shot, rebounded, and a trip. Little foul is going to be called, but Lady Wildcats are going to be going down to Cleveland on Tuesday, taking on Lauren Hurst, who's already signed with the Lady Vols. So we'll face a future Lady Vol on Tuesday.
Oh, wow, that ought to be an interesting matchup, no doubt about it.
That's Tuesday's ball game, and of course, while I have a moment, they're going to shoot some free throws. Senior night was scheduled for next Thursday, the 13th. It has been moved. Sevier County, because of their snow and illness, has to make up some district ball games. So it's going to be a week from Monday, the 17th of February, at the Wildcat Arena. And that'll be senior night, final home game, regular season home game for Lady Wildcats. Free throws made, good, but it's not going to matter. Lady Wildcats are going to win this game. Coach Bauman has pulled off the press. Oakridge by 18, 64-46. The Wildcats have come to town and smoked the Tornadoes, blew them out of the gym.
Yeah, they definitely did blow them out of the gym.
Here comes Zay again, and Zay's having herself a night. How many now for Zay?
I think she's got 24 right now, David. I'm pretty sure.
Lady Wildcats by 20 once again. Here they come down the floor. Here's a missed shot, rebounded by Zay. Lady Wildcats pushing it up to Janaea Pippins. Ball goes out of bounds. Lady Wildcats up by 20, 66-46. An incredible second half of basketball for the Lady Wildcats. This gym got really quiet. It was really loud the first half.
Well, they're over there sitting on their hands now. They got nothing to cheer for.
Of course, the boys' game to follow. Alcoa is one of the boys' teams that has won the ball game against the Wildcats this year. Lady Wildcats, minute 50 to play. Jenna turns, spins, shoots. No good, but Janae is in great position and fouled. Minute 44 to play. Coach Bauman can do nothing but watch his Lady Tornadoes fall to their 6th defeat as Janaea Pippins will go to the free throw line. 66-46. Lady Wildcats by 20. Blake Woody is doing our scoreboard and doing our technical work. We got Dylan Woody on the camera right now. Ethan, Ethan, what are you doing?
Being emotional support, you know.
Emotional support, that's good.
Supervising right now.
Mike Sheehan is with us as well. Of course, Caleb Jackson is doing camera work down on the floor. Free throw up, good by Janaea Pippins. And here comes 5 new Lady Wildcats, including Paige Lawing. Evelyn Eubanks, along with Honesty Thompson, Avea Mitchell back in the ball game, and Janaea Pippin. She has one more free throw. I don't know what they were thinking. Lady Wildcats by 21, 67 to 46. Janaea back to the line. Free throw is up and good. Janaea came in at 53% on the year, and she knocks him down. The Wildcats, Lady Wildcats have their biggest lead of the night, 22 points, 68 to 46. Here comes Alcoa down the floor. They still got some of their main players in. They still missed the shot. Ball's knocked out of bounds, they say, by Oakridge. They have in the ball game currently number 34, Maddie Stewart. She really was the catalyst for their offense in the first half, with Haley Bailey kind of doing good work as they throw up an air ball. They're tired.
Yeah,
they're tired as they try to work along the baseline. Good defense by Evelyn. Blocked shot by Evelyn Eubanks. Taken away by the Lady Tornadoes. Another block shot. This one by Paige Lawing. And should have been a whistle before the final whistle. Minute 17 to play in the game, 68 to 46. I didn't anticipate a blowout like this, Mike.
No, I did not at all. I was really shocked. But the Lady Wildcats came out shooting strong, especially Jenna Johnson. She scored 10 points in the third quarter alone. And then Zayana Stewart's been nothing short of outstanding tonight.
And here in the second half, Alcoa missed that shot. Nothing really going in for them here in the second half. That one goes in. Lady Wildcats with the ball, leading with a minute 16 to play, 68 to 47. Avea Mitchell with it, to Honesty to Avea. Had Paige early. Avea's going to drive to the free throw line. Now drive in off the glass shot. Good. Nice drive by Avea Mitchell. And the Lady Wildcats lead Alcoa 70 to 47 with a minute to play in the basketball game. Lady Tornadoes with it. Briley flat. Dribbles right, gives it off to Stewart, pulls up, shoots, brick, no good. Rebound, Evelyn Eubanks to Avea Mitchell. Avea dribbles in, pulls up, shoots again, no good. Rebound, Honesty Thompson. Honesty to Avea, once again, top of the circle, no place to go, gotta get her teammates involved. Here it goes to Paige, back to Avea. Avea at the free throw line, stops, gives it off to Honesty Thompson. Back to the top to Amaja Bishop. Bishop with it over to Avea. Avea drives in. Shot is no good. There was contact there, but with 24 seconds to go in the game, I don't think they're going to call anything.
They're not going to call anything now. It's a no-brainer. Lady Wildcats are going to win this game.
Here comes the pass, and it comes to Paige. It's deflected, but saved by Evelyn to Bishop. Bishop launches one. No good. Rebound to the Lady Tornadoes. 17 seconds to play. They dribble down the floor. With it will come Briley flat. Flat go to by Paige. Out to the top for a three. It's up. Like I said, they haven't been able to hit anything in the second half. Honesty's got the rebound. Lady Wildcats win on this bucket by Paige Lawing. 72 to 47. 72 to 47, the final score. I knew they'd take it off quick, and they did. 72-47 is the score. The two teams shake hands. Huge. Really huge win for the Lady Wildcats today.
I'm just astounded how well they played today. They've just come out really determined to show the world just how good this team is. And, you know, Alcoa gave them fits really for 3 quarters. But then after that, it was all Lady Wildcats. In the fourth quarters, they pulled out to a huge lead and ended up winning this game 72 to 47.
Let's take a break here. Coach Taylor will get up here quickly, so it won't take a long one. Lady Wildcats win it. Now the boys' game. One of the only teams that beat Oakridge, the Alcoa Tornadoes, are warming up. Oakridge wins it. We'll be back with Coach Paige Taylor in 90 seconds. I got to talk to Coach Taylor first. What was it again?
72-47.
Shot. Blue. Language. David Clary along with Mike Sheehan, Ethan Eubanks. I'm not going to say TJ Hibbins, but I mean, he's here along with Blake and Dylan Woody. Ben George is here. I see Coach Paige Taylor walking towards me here. We'll get a chance to talk to her, the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, who just knocked off a very, very good Alcoa team, 72-47. You want to take it to the other table there, Mike?
I didn't finish the girls.
Wait, you can take it. Coach Taylor has joined me here. Coach, really, really good win for your team. I mean, it's Alcoa team. They're good. I mean,
yeah.
And that's why you're playing them this time of the year. We've talked about it a million times, but they have quickness. They have length. They can shoot the ball. They've got size inside. And it was a game for the first quarter and a half.
Right.
But then you started dominating in the second. You wore them out like you do a lot of teams. And their shots quit falling because I think they were getting leg weary.
Right.
And Jenna came in, had no points at halftime, and just lit it up there at the end. And Zay had a beautiful game.
Yeah, you know, watching film, it was a little bit of a scary matchup for us, you know, because like you said, I mean, they have some size, they have some length. They can drive to score really well. They can shoot the ball really well. And they crashed the boards well. I thought, especially in the second half, we boxed out much better than we did the first half. But I think our press was very effective tonight. You know, they struggled with that a lot. I think we got 2 10-second calls. But, yeah, the pace, and that's what we emphasize, you know, the pace of the game, and you keep it for 4 quarters. But that's a really well-coached basketball team and a really good win for us.
Number 3 is quick as all get out.
Yeah.
And she is really, really good with the basketball. And she kind of was able to get it to that Stewart girl inside early in the ball game. And you're right about the rebounding. You didn't have a whole lot of offensive rebounds at all.
We had 1 at halftime.
Yeah.
I know that, and we talked about that too. I think I know Janaea had 1 down here because I remember it right in front of me in the second half. I don't know the stats off the top of my head. They had 5 defensive rebounds at halftime, and we had 1 offensive rebound. And we talked about that. We had 11 defensive rebounds though, and they had 5 offensive rebounds. So we put a bigger emphasis on boxing out and getting more defensive rebounds and keeping them off the offensive boards because they were scoring second and third chance opportunities in the first half.
And you got a chance at the end of the ball game to play everybody on the team, and I never would have thought that would have happened.
No, I wouldn't have either. You know, like I said, I mean, that's a very well-coached basketball team. They got some really good basketball players. But, you know, the effort that our girls, the effort, you know, and you can't coach that effort. You can't coach the hustle and the grit. Like they've got that, and they're hungry. And so, I think it's obviously to our advantage when we play that way.
That is a state tournament team, I think, Alcoa, and
yes,
you all
for
too,
sure.
hopefully.
Yeah, they are. That's a definitely a state tournament basketball team, you know, and it's good for us to play at that level. And that's what I told the girls before the game even started. This is where we see where we are. It's a measuring stick. I know they're in a different classification than us, but that's a good basketball team.
I was telling the guys, it doesn't matter to me in classifications.
Right.
If you have 5 good players,
you can play.
You can play some ball.
Yes.
And I've seen that for years at the state tournament where there might be like 6 players that win a state championship.
Right.
And now you turn your attention to another good basketball team and a future Lady Vol. I guess she'll be playing, Lauren Hurst down there. Cleveland will be your opponent on Tuesday.
Yeah, I started watching a little film on them yesterday. I'll spend a lot of time tomorrow watching film on them. Going down there, making that trip down, I think it's good for us to travel a little bit.
To your hometown.
My hometown. Not my home high school, but my hometown. My brother's home high school.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I'll claim my brother's home high school. But, no, I think it'll be good for us. You know, we can't even look at the game that we had with them up there because, like you said, Hurst is back and completely different basketball team. They've been, you know, you look at since they've gotten her back and they've been winning some basketball games pretty easily. So we're going to have to shift gears and get ready Sunday, practice Sunday, Monday, and prepare for them.
And your senior night's been moved to a week from Monday, too.
Yeah, there was a district game that had to be made up due to the schools being closed up there, and so the only time they could do it was on the day we had it originally scheduled, and I'm not willing to give up senior night, and so thankfully Sevier County agreed with that and agreed to move it to this Monday the 17th.
Coach, just your final comments about tonight's win.
I'm just proud of the effort. I thought it was a great team effort, and it's interesting when one's not scoring much, another one is,
Yeah.
When one's, and I felt like defensively it was a collective team effort defensively. We didn't have a lot of mishaps tonight, and just proud of the effort. I think it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. And there was a good crowd to watch them too.
Yeah.
Coach, have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Lady Wildcats win. Let's Lady Wildcats win it. Let's get Mike in here to read the stats real quick, and then I'm gonna turn our attention to the boys' game. Mike?
Okay, David, I'm going to first go over the Alcoa Lady Tornado score. Freshman Ronette Gardner had 1 for the Lady Tornadoes. Outstanding guard Haley Bailey had 8 for the Lady Tornadoes. Katie Brimmer had 4. Kara Pitts had 2. Briley Flatt had 5. And the leading scorer for the Alcoa Lady Tornadoes was Mandy Stewart, outstanding center. She played a really great game, but none better than the Lady Wildcats. As Evelyn Mitchell had 8, Deanna Stewart led all scorers with 20. Iana Porter had 8. Lindsay Cleveland had 2. Elisha Mitchell had 19, just right 1 behind Ziana. Paige Walling had 2. Janaea Pippins had 4. And Jenna Johnson came up big in the third quarter for the Lady Wildcats with 10 points for a 72-47 victory over a great Alcoa Lady Tornado basketball team.
I'm going to bring Blake in here to read our pregame show here. You could have read it anyway, Mike, but I'm giving Blake something to do here.
Yeah, really.
Blake, go right ahead.
Like Monday's top 10 matchup with Walker Valley, tonight the number 8 ranked Wildcats take on the Alcoa Tornadoes, who currently are the number 2 ranked team in the AA ball. Alcoa last week was tied for first, but fell 1 vote behind undefeated Loretto in this week's poll. Alcoa is 21-4 on the season, including a 69-7 last-second win over Oakridge here in Alcoa back on December 21st, the championship game of Hammer Hardwoods Classic. On that night, Alcoa's Eli Graff blistered the Wildcats with 35 points in the win. The game was back and forth all night, with Oakridge trailing after 1 quarter, 21-15. But then taking the lead at halftime, 38-35. Oakridge trailed after the past 3 quarters, 56-52. Garrett Giles tied the game at 67, all with a 3-pointer with less than 10 seconds to play, but Graff hit a game-winning shot at the buzzer to send the Wildcats down to their 2nd defeat of the season. It was the 95th meeting between Oakridge and Alcoa since 1947. The Wildcats lead the series 64-31, and the lost December ended a 17-game winning streak over Alcoa since their previous last win over Oakridge in 1997. This season, their losses have come to Webb, Bearden, Maryville, and to Vigor, Alabama. Their most recent win came against Fulton on Tuesday, 77-60 at Fulton. Tonight's game should be another classic between 2 old rivals. Oakridge's next game will be down in Cleveland on Tuesday, and we'll broadcast that game along with the other 2 remaining games with Sevier County and Fulton. The Wildcats will begin tournament play 2 weeks from tonight at 6 p.m. against the winner of the 4th place and 5th place finishers. Those teams have yet to be determined. Like the girls, the tournament will be held at Carnes. We have 2 sponsors for the boys streaming fee of the 2 games involving the Oakridge boys, Mike and Jeff Henderson and John Gick. Thank you very much for sponsoring the district tournament broadcast. Tonight we are on prepradio.com, FM 92.7, and our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Oakridge basketball is brought to you this season by Summit Medical Group, Tennessee Bank of Oakridge, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Washboard Wash and Fold, and Bob's Washboard Laundromat, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, the Oakridge Utility District, and the Fox Insurance Group. Tonight, Oakridge is taking on Alcoa, and we'll be back for the starting lineups in the tip-off in 3 minutes.
David Clary back here along with Mike Sheehan, Ethan Eubanks, TJ Hibbins, along with Blake Woody, Dylan Woody. We are live at Alcoa High School getting set to watch. I think it's going to be a great basketball game. You've got they're number 2 in the state right now. Last week they were number 1. They didn't lose, but they fell to second, 1 point behind whoever's number 1 in their class. Loretto, right. And the Wildcats are in the top 10 too. I mean, it's going to be a great ball game.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a big-time game. This is the kind of game that if you're a fan, you really want to try to come and see. But if you can't, I'm really glad that y'all are listening in and maybe watching in on a live stream. This ought to be a dandy right here because these are 2 very evenly matched teams. The Wildcats lost on a buzzer beater December the 21st here in this gym, and Eli Graff went off for 35. And I'm hoping Aaron Green's got the Wildcats ready to play this team tonight.
They've turned the lights off here to announce the starting lineups for the Alcoa Tornadoes, who have an outstanding team too. I don't know if you could, I know you probably can't hear me now, Mike, but Coach Taylor was very, very happy with her team's win tonight.
Oh, yeah. You know, Wednesday night on the show, there was a lot of positive things that come out of that, and I think they studied this team, and they're going to be more prepared for this team. And hopefully, David, we can come out of this gym with a victory, but it ought to be a dandy.
They pumped in some crowd noise right there. He went through this a long sequelicky, Will Everett. I can't even think. He was talking about all the championships they've won, and then they piped some crowd noise in to make it louder. That was funny. They don't need it because there's a big crowd on hand here.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to hear what you're saying, and I'm sitting right next to you. This PA system is very loud.
The Wildcats are going to play with Raekwon Watson, Garrett Giles, Shamar Green, Charlie Taubenheim, Cooper Williams. Ray has a chance to, with 5 points, to hit 1,000 in his career. We're going to be keeping up with that. And we're about to get set here as the two teams are about ready to go. It'll be Shamar Green to jump. It'll be Jay Kirk, 6'5 sophomore against 6'6 senior. The Wildcats in their all cardinal jerseys with gray trim. The Alcoa Tornadoes in predominantly white jerseys with maroon. Loud music, loud crowd. Ball controlled by Alcoa, and we are underway. With the basketball will come Condis Cherry, 5'9 sophomore. He is a transfer from Austin East from a year ago. His brother was a standout at Austin East before transferring. Condis dribbles outside the line. Shamar picks him up defensively. It's kind of an interesting mismatch as the Wildcats almost get a steal. They're going to kick it for a three. It's on its way. It hits the top of the backboard. No good. Rebound to the Tornadoes. Loose on the floor. Alcoa's got it. They'll set for a three. It's off the mark. Up, no good. Shamar Green has the rebound. Lady Wildcat basketball. Here comes Ray down the floor. Moving right to left. Blows past his defender all the way to the baseline. Charlie Taubenheim to Garrett Giles. Giles, three-pointer. Good. Three-point shot, Garrett Giles. The last shot that Garrett Giles took in this gym in December was a three-pointer, which tied it. And then they came down the floor and won the game on a last-second shot. 3-0 Wildcats, 7:13 to play in the first period. They're moving left to right if you're listening to us on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. 3-0 Wildcats. Wildcats suffered one of their only losses to this team. Here's a steal by Charlie to Ray. Lady Wildcats, they tried to drive in with Langster, and Ray brings the ball down the floor. Oakridge up 3-0 with the ball. Ray drives. Ray goes in for the shot. No good. Shamar had the rebound.
Man.
And
Shamar's
he goes
hurt,
crashing
David.
down to the floor. And they're going to dribble all the way in for a layup, and it's good. And there should have been something on the other end to either stop play, and Coach Green is arguing. Here's Shamar laying on the ground. He got undercut. I told you, Mike, we're not going to get any calls.
Well,
in the
we
boys
sure
game.
didn't get on that. He got right under Shamar Green, and Shamar kind of landed on his head and laid there in agony for several seconds before he finally got up. And he's going to the bench to get a rest.
The official over here is going to call a technical foul in this game. He always does. Here comes Oakridge down the floor. Garrett Giles uses his hand to push off just a bit. Finds Charlie free. Charlie lobs it into Malik Howard for the shot. Good. Wildcats have a size advantage with the exception of Jay Kirk, a big guy, as they bring the ball down the floor quickly with Condis Cherry.
All right.
Here's another steal by Oakridge. The Wildcats with it. Raekwon Watson, 5-2 Oakridge, 6:17 to play. We're in the first quarter here from Alcoa. Here's the lob to Cooper, and he's fouled and held. Might be against Jay Kirk, we'll see. Personal foul for the Tornadoes, indeed against Jay Kirk, 6'5 sophomore. Team foul number 1 called against Alcoa, 5-2 Oakridge in the lead. Number 2 team in the state. They were number 1 last week. It doesn't matter. It's a tournament sport, but they're still
They're
1 or 2 in the
tough.
state, yeah.
Just go show you how good they are.
Wildcat ball. Cooper Williams goes in for the shot. No good. Tip back up. No good. Gets his own rebound for a second. Saved by Charlie. Free throw line jumper is good. Wildcats had a couple point-blank buckets, and Oakridge leads it by a score of 7-2. Here come the Tornadoes moving left to right. Coco, 5'11 junior, works the ball to his left. Wildcats got to watch their defensive assignments. dribbling the ball, number 0 against Malik. Oh, he smashed that bad boy down. Ray gets an outlet, a layup, up no good. Malik up, good. Malik Howard scores on the putback, and Oakridge leads it 9-2. Here comes shot, no good. Rebounded by Oakridge. Charlie with it. Quickly down the floor it goes to Ray. Ray brings it across the midcourt line, finds Garrett Giles free, looks to Malik. He's got it. Dribbling, driving, pulling up, shooting, short. Cooper battles, tips the rebound to Garrett Giles. Giles and the Wildcats set it up to Malik Howard. Malik dribbles, back to his goal. Blocking foul called, and the Alcoa fans don't believe it. I think it should have been a no call because it was a flop, really.
I agree.
By the Tornado. Team foul number 2 is, here comes into the ball game for them. I believe that's Eli Graff again. Graff had 35 against us the last time we played.
Malik. I thought it was on Malik.
Oakridge basketball. Wildcats working into Cooper Williams. Cooper dribbles in, stripped of the ball. Good defense. Down the floor will come the Tornadoes, number 5. That'll be Isle. He works the ball to Graff. Graff dribbles in. Surely he won't go off for 35 again tonight.
I hope
as
not.
he did against Oakridge back in December. Graff's got the ball. Guarded closely, drives in, shot, good. He has his first 2, and Oakridge's lead is 9-4. Here comes Oakridge down the floor. Malik Howard with it across the midcourt line, drives left. Garrett Giles for 3, no good. Rebound, Cooper Williams inside, tried to get it to Malik Howard, and he couldn't make the play. Wildcats were about to get Shamar back in the ball game. Good minutes by Malik Howard. He's going to check out. Good minutes by Malik.
Yeah, he's tough, buddy. I'll tell you right now, he scored 4 great points and played good defense. What little time he was in there for Shamar, who got a head bust there early in the game.
This is by far, I think, our biggest road crowd of the year, including some of the closer venues. I think everyone likes to come out to watch a good team, and they've come out. They've got a big turnout here as they work the ball and throw the ball away. Intercepted Oakridge. Garrett Giles down the floor, dribbling in, stops. Finds Shamar free, he'll turn, he'll spin, he'll drive, he'll shoot. He was fouled, but no call. He was fouled. I tell you, Mike, we're not going to get any calls, but Shamar got the bucket. That's really all that matters.
Well, he was absolutely mugged. There was no doubt about that.
Should be Oakridge's ball. Oakridge's pressure and size causing the Tornadoes some difficulties as Jay Kirk is going to come back in the ball game. 11-4 Oakridge in the lead, 3:59 to play. The girls won today big time, 72-47. The boys JV won 76-62. It'll be Oakridge basketball as they substitute a couple new players into the game. Charlie's out of the contest. Wildcats working into Garrett Giles, back to Cooper, and they allow him to bring the ball down the floor into Jarrell Jemerson. Jarrell brings the ball across the midcourt line, swings it out to Ray. Ray looks to Shamar, dribbles in, no place to go, drives the paint, stops, kicks it out, Giles. Garrett backs it up to Ray. Thought about lobbing it in. Ray drives, back to Garrett, three-pointer, blocked.
Blocked.
Gets his own rebound, drives in, pulls up, shoots, no good. Tip back up, no good. Cooper Williams up, good. Cooper scores, and the Wildcats lead Alcoa now by a score. It should be 13-4. He does put it up finally. He's been a little slow on the trigger finger as Alcoa, they leave Graff open for a shot, no good. Rebound Alcoa. Back inside, shot. What's before that? No, that's on the floor. If he calls that bucket good, he's a bad ref. He counts it as good. The whistle blew long before he shot the ball. And Coach Green's already, I'm telling you, that guy is going to call a technical on Coach Green. Look at that argument. Zoom in on that argument.
He's right
there,
in his
Blake.
face. That was a terrible call.
That was an absolutely horrible call. There's no way in the world that bucket should have counted. As he's going to team up. He always does. He always does. As they'll go to the free throw line. There's no way in the world that basket should have been good. As Jay Kirk goes to the free throw line. Toss, good. Nothing against that kid, but he was fouled. They blew the whistle long before he even took the shot. As Jarrell's in a lot of trouble, and a foul's going to be called by the FAR official. This guy here to our left, I mean, I've seen him for years. He's just not a very good official. He's might be biased. I don't know. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Oakridge ball, and it comes to Jarrell Jemerson. The Wildcats have Ray in the ball game. Shamar Green, Garrett Giles, Cooper Williams. Jarrell swings the ball and throws the ball almost away. Got to be quicker with those passes. Graf's fast. He knocks it out of bounds. 3 minutes to play. We're in the first quarter, 13-7. The Wildcats in the lead. The Oakridge basketball. Oakridge has the height advantage for sure. They go inside to Garrett on the left block to Jarrell. Three-pointer. Good! Three-point shot for Jarrell Jemerson. And Oakridge increases their lead to 16-7 with 2:48 to play in the first period. Here come the Tornadoes. They kick the ball to the corner. Dribbling in against Ray. Pulls up. Shot partially rejected. Rebounded by Cooper Williams to Shamar. Shamar looks for Ray and gives it off to Jarrell. Jarrell Jemerson with it across the line. The midcourt line finds Ray free. Long three. No good. Rebound. Out of bounds. Should be Oakridge's ball. It will not be. It'll be Alcoa's ball. Any 50-50 call is not a 50-50 call with this guy on the baseline.
This is hard on my nerves watching some of this, I'm telling you. Because that looked like Oakridge's ball all the way.
16-7 the score, 2:24 to play in the first period. It's better than Barry Mapp, who's a Blount County official that I saw for years. As they work the ball top of the circle, Joseph Carter, I love coming here. As they go back door, they work the ball inside, blocked by the whole team. Here comes Oakridge down the floor. Jarrell turning, spinning, driving up. What a play! Jarrell Jemerson, and Oakridge leads it 18-7. 2 minutes to play, and Coach Ryan Collins has called a timeout. We'll take it with him. 18-7 Wildcats. Back to Alcoa in 30 seconds. Welcome back once again to Alcoa High School on FM 92.7 WIJV. We're also on our YouTube channel Prep Radio or on prepradio.com. 18-7 Oakridge on top of Alcoa. Tornadoes with the basketball. Graf guarded by Garrett. Drives in, might have been fouled by him. The basket won't count. Oh, wow. I can't believe he didn't give the Alcoa the basket. Nothing against Alcoa. It's a great Alcoa team, but there's one official that I just have never liked, honestly. As they work the ball in, and then a near steal, saved on the floor, fadeaway shot, good. That's a pretty shot there by Jay Kirk, and the Wildcats want to run. Here comes Oakridge down the floor. Oakridge on top. Malik Howard with his back to the goal, needs help, throws the ball inside. Ray floater, good! Ray with his first 2 points, 997 in his career. With the basketball will come the Wildcats on defense as Alcoa is fouled. 20-9. He just now put the points up on the board. Nothing irritates me more than bad clock keepers and biased officials. Have I told you that before? As they work it in, Malik blocks the shot. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Oakridge across the way with Raekwon Watson. Ray to Jarrell. Shakes, bakes, goes inside Malik. He'll turn, he'll spin. He want to move off the glass. No good.
Oh,
can't get the rebound. Got to finish that, but it was a great move there by Malik.
Beautiful move, yeah. Graceful.
Tornado basketball. They'll drive in. There's a walk. No call. Graf with it. No good. Rebound to Cooper Williams. Here come the Wildcats pushing it up the floor. Jarrell inside to Malik. Turn, spin, shoots, good! Malik Howard scores, and Oakridge leads Alcoa 22-9. He's got 6, a steal by Oakridge. Here's Jarrell, he dribbles. He lost the ball, wanted to take it in. They've got a dunk on the other end. Well, not quite a dunk, but that is Coco who scores, and Oakridge's lead is 11. Malik might have walked just then. Here comes Garrett Giles, 27 seconds to play. Here's the lob into Cooper. Here's the layup by Cooper, good. They can do that all night, Mike Sheehan.
Absolutely.
Back down the floor will come the Tornadoes. They work the ball. They've got a 3 in the corner. Hits the rim, no good. Cooper on the rebound, 11. Down the floor quickly. Garrett Giles, 1 dribble, 1 shot, 2 points. And the Wildcats lead it 24-11. Here come the Tornadoes. 2, Graf at the buzzer. Good.
Oh.
Wow. That's what he did the last time we played him. Great shot there by Graf. Great quarter of basketball for the Wildcats. They lead it 26-14. We'll take a break. We'll be back to Alcoa in 60 seconds.
So if I missed a foul, excuse me.
Welcome back once again to Alcoa High School. Oakridge on top 26-14. The Wildcats coming out with Jarrell Jimerson, Malik Howard, along with Charlie Tottenheim, Shamar Green, Garrett Giles. Giles outside the line, finds Malik at the free throw line, lobs it left side. Charlie Tottenheim for three, no good. Rebound to Alcoa, picked up by Shamar, and a layup, good. Shamar just ripped the ball away from him. Oakridge in the lead, 26-14. Here come the Tornadoes, coast to coast, no good. Malik on the rebound. Here's a 3-on-2. Jarrell Jimerson dribbling, driving, had the shot. Oh man, Charlie's open. You know what happens when Charlie Tottenheim's open. 3 points, and Oakridge ups their lead to 31-14. 7:18 to play in the second period.
I am shocked how well the Wildcats are playing. Their effort has just been off the charts.
Alcoa basketball. Here's Eli Graff with it. Outside the line, guarded by Shamar. Almost a walk there. They work it out to number one. That'll be Coco. Backs up with good defense by Jarrell Jimerson. 31-14 Wildcats. Long three. Clang off the iron. No good. Garrett Giles on the rebound. Wildcats in the rear court, leading 31-14. 6:49 to play. Garrett dribbles all the way in, gives it out to Malik. Fadeaway jumper. Good. No, it's no good. Hit the front end of the rim.
Yeah.
Little quick shot there, I think, as they work the ball for another three. It's on its way. That's an air ball. No good. Rebounded Charlie Tottenheim. Oakridge basketball. Here comes Jarrell down the floor. Jarrell Jimerson to the free throw line. Oh, great pass. Shamar with the shot. No good. He's fouled. I think everybody, including myself, thought Jarrell was going to shoot the ball, but he found Shamar cutting in, hit him, and he draws a foul. Shamar Green will go to the free throw line.
Wow, just a great effort by Shamar again that time to get inside, but then he had to foul him to keep him from scoring. And Shamar's first free throw is up and no good.
Shamar came into the game shooting about 49% from the free throw line. 31-14, a great start for the Wildcats as Shamar goes to the free throw line. A huge crowd on hand here in this enormous gym here at Alcoa. The camera will show the stands across the way. You can't see what's in front of us or behind us. Shamar's free throw is good. Down the floor once again with the basketball will come the Tornadoes, moving right to left. Eli Graff with it, picked up by Shamar Green. Works the ball left side to the Coco. Out to the top it goes to Kirk, guarded by Cooper up high. Back to the left side, outside the arc. Number 12 with the basketball. That's A.J. Love. Love with it to Graff. Graff shoots a three. No good. Rebound over the back came Cooper. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cooper Williams. 6:03 to play in the first half. 32-14. Wildcats in the lead. Their basketball. Jay Kirk with it in the left corner. Works the ball into Lancaster. His shot is short. Charlie on the rebound. Charlie down to Cooper Williams. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Cooper with it across the midcourt stripe. Where's the guard? It's going to be Cooper just dribbling it and giving it in to Charlie. To Giles, three-pointer, good. And the Wildcats right now all over the Tornadoes. Here they come down the floor. Kirk drives against Cooper, goes on for the shot, throws the ball away. Intercepted Oakridge. Here comes Ray Ray. Ray Ray to the hole, he scores. Coach Collins has seen enough as Oakridge running them out of the gym. 37-14. One more point for Ray Ray. 900 99 points for Raekwon Watson.
You know good and well that record's going down tonight. Ray has just been playing great. The energy this team has put out tonight, they are not going to let Alcoa have anything uncontested. I mean, they're all over them when Alcoa has the ball, and they're really having to struggle to score points. And the Wildcats are scoring points by like it's raining outside.
You know, last time we were here, Alcoa beat us on a last-second shot. Wildcats had that inside dominance all night, but in the second half, they did a much better job, and Graff was just on fire on that particular night.
Well, I knew watching the Off the Glass show Wednesday night when Coach Green was talking about, you know, that he's studied film now on this team. He knows them a lot better, and he said he had a good game plan for them, and boy, was he ever right. They are shutting them down, David.
37-14 Wildcats, 5:27 to play, second quarter. Here come the Tornadoes with the basketball. Condis Cherry, guarded by Ray. Wildcats also have Cooper Williams in the ball game. Charlie Taubenheim, Garrett Giles, they shoot a three. Clang off the iron, no good. Another missed shot, rebounded by Garrett Giles. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. 37-14 the score, 5:06 to play. Garrett fakes a three, looks to Shamar, and then a foul is going to be called against Jay Kirk as he shoves Cooper down. It'll be his second. The PA guy's not too happy.
No.
A little quick with his talking now. A lot of basketball to be played here, but great start, just like the girls.
Oh, outstanding start for the Wildcats.
Oakridge to work the ball in. Ray with it. 37-14 Wildcats. Oakridge will play Cleveland on Tuesday. Garrett dribbles in, gives it out to Ray. Ray dribbles past his man, dribbles all the way in. There's Charlie Taubenheim. Shot is up, no good.
Oh,
Shamar back up with it. Good! Shamar Green. Wildcats routing the Tornadoes. 39-14 the score, 4 minutes, 45 seconds to play. First half, 39-14 Wildcats. Alcoa with the basketball. Condis Cherry works the ball to number 10. That's Joseph Carter. Carter swings the ball back out to the top of the key. 4.5 minutes to play. Backing it around to Dean. Jamar Dean, 6'2 sophomore. He's a good player. Short. That's an air ball out of bounds. It'll be Oakridge basketball coming back the other way. 39-14 Wildcats. It'll be Oakridge to work the ball in. Cooper Williams, Ray, Charlie Taubenheim, Shamar Green, Garrett Giles. Pass comes in to Garrett in the rear court. Tracked down by Ray. Wildcats call a timeout. 4:16 to play. Lady Wildcats won their ball game today. Why don't you run down the scoring on the girls' game?
Okay. First for the Lady Wildcats, Evelyn Mitchell had 8. Ziana Stewart had all the 20 points to lead the Lady Wildcat. Ayanna Porter had 8. Lindsay Cleveland had 2. Alicia Mitchell had 19. Paige Lolling had 2. Janiyah Pippins had 4. And Jenna Johnson had 10.
All came in the third quarter, I believe. Most
exactly, in the third quarter. They really, they came out and Jenna just took over the third quarter, and it really put the Lady Tornadoes in a deficit that they never came out of.
Wildcats have a 25-point lead here, 39-14.
Wow.
4:16 to play second quarter. Number 2 team in the state. Cooper's going to work the ball in to Ray. They've had some flu in this school as Ray brings the ball across the line. 4:10 to play. Ray outside the line, fires it out to Shamar, back to Ray. The midcourt circle, calls somebody down low. Wildcats back it up to Giles. Giles lobs it to Shamar. Shamar stops, dribbling. Offensive player control foul called by you-know-who. You knew he'd call it.
Yeah.
We're not going to get any calls.
That was a terrible call.
He's a terrible official. I mean, he really is. He's almost what I would consider to be – most officials are not biased. I think he is.
I think he is too.
I've never liked him. I don't know. He might be a great guy personally.
Yeah, but
great
not
family
a very
man.
good official.
Has dogs.
Not being fair anyway.
With the basketball will come Jamar Dean. Here's the deflection. They get a shot up. No good. Cooper on the rebound. We almost had a dunk with Garrett. Here's Charlie down the floor to Ray Ray. Ray Ray needs 1 point for 1,000 in his career. He's going to kick it out to Malik for three. Good three-point shot, Malik Howard. And the Wildcats all over them. It is 39-14. With the basketball will come the Tornado shot. Good. They score finally with Condis Cherry. 42-14. Here comes Oakridge. Ray Ray, here it is. One. No, he missed it. But he gets his own rebound, battles for it, can't save it. Goes into the Alcoa bench. Down the floor, they drive. Blocked by Charlie to Garrett Giles to Ray Ray. One dribble, one shot, 1,000 points for Ray Quan Watson. And the Wildcats lead it 44-16. With the basketball, here comes Condis Cherry. He launches a three. That's a brick, no good. Rebounded again by the Tornadoes. They get a good shot off. Good. Jameer Dean scores for the Tornadoes. Here comes Oakridge down the floor. Malik's in trouble. Hands it off to Ray Ray. Ray Ray dribbles left. There's Garrett Giles. Three-pointer. It's on its way. Good. Three-point shot. Oakridge. And what will Coach Collins tell his team now? Timeout is asked for. 46-18. The Wildcats on top of the second-ranked team, one of only 3 teams to beat Oakridge this year. But on this floor, they beat us on this floor back in December. But tonight, and really for the last month, the Wildcat offense, the number 4 offense in the state of Tennessee, rolling up points. They're shooting the ball incredibly well, taking advantage of their speed, their size, their shooting ability, their teamwork, their chemistry. What a great game we're seeing right now by these guys.
They have played outstanding tonight offensively, David. They're just not missing, and they're hitting the open man. They're giving the ball up to whoever is available to get a shot up, and boy, they're not missing.
46-18, Wildcats in the lead. Here comes Graff. Fadeaway jumper, clang off the iron. Missed it again. Here comes the shot. That one's not missed, though. Condis Cherry, and the Wildcat lead is cut to 26. 2:11 to play second quarter. The Wildcats got to be more careful. That's a turnover. Jarrell threw it right to him. They get a layup again. Foul called against Jarrell Jemerson. 46-20, Oakridge by 26 points. 2:05 to play in the second quarter. To the free throw line will go Condis Cherry. Condis is a sophomore. They list him at 5'9". His brother was a great basketball and football player for Austin East. As Condis hits that free throw, 46-21, back to the free throw line he goes. Wildcats going for the triple sweep tonight here at Alcoa. 46-21, toss, too hard, no good. Graff on the rebound, wants to shoot over Cooper, but throws the ball to the right corner to Isle, who works the ball back to Graff. Graff drives in, kicks the ball to Dean. Dean picked up by Cooper. Minute 52 to play. He's going to drive in, stop, pull up, shoot, scores. Wildcat lead, cut. Got to handle the basketball here. Here's Garrett driving down the floor. Inside to Ray Ray. His shot is blocked out of bounds. Minute 38 to play first half, 46-23. The girls won 72-47. The JV won 76-62. Here comes Cooper. Cooper shooting good. Count it, and he's fouled. Once again, our height advantage, our height advantage, Mike Sheehan, is just incredible.
Yeah, he was so determined he was going to make that shot, and he just let it in, and his power, his strength put that ball in the hole.
46-23 Wildcats. Cooper Williams to the free throw line. Toss. Missed it. Rebound to the Tornadoes. And like a tornado, they come coast to coast. Get a shot off. No good. Rebounded by Cooper Williams. To the Wildcats, Jarrell Jemerson. To Raekwon Watson. Three-pointer. No good. Gets his own rebound. Waits. Now shoots again. No good. On the rebound will come the Tornadoes with the basketball. Langster, Camden Langster, 6'3" junior, almost an over and back. Saved by Graff. Graff drives in, kicks the ball outside the three-point line to Cherry, over to Coco. Coco pulls up, shoots a three. That's no good. Rebound, Cooper Williams to Ray Ray, and he's got the basketball. Wildcats push it up the floor to Jarrell. Inside of Malik for the dunk. The two-hand Jamarino here at Alcoa. 50 to
Great
23.
feed.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a great feed.
47 seconds to play in the first half. A total dominated first half by the Wildcats. Here comes Graff with the basketball. Guarded by Jarrell. Turning, spinning, kicks it out for a long three. No good. Tracked down by Garrett Giles. That night, everything was going for them. Garrett, all the way to the hole. He puts it up, no good, but it's put back in by Cooper Williams. The Wildcats routing them on their home floor. 52 to 23, 18 seconds to play in the first half. Here comes Dean with the basketball. They'll play, it looks like, for the final shot. As they work the ball in, foul's going to be called on the floor. It'll be the third team foul call against the Wildcats. A 29-point lead with 8.6 seconds to play. 52-23, the Wildcats in the lead. Alcoa basketball. They'll try to work the ball in from the baseline. They throw it almost away. 7. Three-pointers up. No good. Rebound to Alcoa. Back inside. Shot up. No good as the first half comes to a close. You talk about total domination. Total domination by the Cardinal and Gray as the Oakridge crowd just comes to their feet. And there's a lot of them here. 52-23. I never would have guessed, Mike Sheehan, the Wildcats would be so far in front this early in the ball game.
I would not have believed that they played as well as they did, they being the Wildcats. They've really come out playing extremely strong, so aggressive that Alcoa just can't get a shot off a lot of times. And, boy, how many threes have they put up and nothing but iron? You know, the Oakridge defense has just been stifling, and that's why we're going to go into this halftime leading 52-23.
Let's take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett back at the station. Our next broadcast of Oakridge High School basketball will be Tuesday when the Wildcats travel down to Cleveland to take on the Blue Raiders. And then the Thursday ball game, I think I sent a tweet out earlier that was not correct. I knew it wasn't. I pre-tweeted it before they made the change today. Senior night, which was scheduled for next Thursday at the Wildcat Arena, has been moved to a week from this Monday, the 17th of February, against the Sevier County Smoky Bears and Bearettes. They needed to get a district ball game in, and we didn't have anybody to play senior night, so Sevier County, as Coach Taylor said, agreed to play us on the Monday when the district tournaments begin. And incidentally, the district tournaments will begin. We appreciate Guy Hamrick, Jeff and Mike Henderson, John Jick, Doris and Dennis Johnson, Donna and Jeff Hatmaker, and Alfred Stevens, who have donated money, so we will be able to stream the ball games from the district tournament, which will be at Carnes. Of course, the boys and the girls have already qualified as well for the region tournament. So we're still, if you're interested in helping us out with some donations, we would greatly appreciate it. District tournament begins on the 20th of February for the Lady Wildcats against a team to be determined. The guys will play on Friday the 21st at Carnes. In order for us to stream the ball games live, we must pay a rights fee to the TSSAA. We will be able to stream events home and away in the postseason, but it will require some help from our loyal viewers. The cost is $200 per game. If you'd like to help us out, you can contact me, David Clary, at dccatvoice@aol.com. Yes, I still have AOL. Or you can call me at 865-310-7207. Mike, you got the stats ready?
Yes, I am ready, David. Thank you very much. For the home-standing Alcoa Tornadoes, Jamar Dean has 6. Jabril Coco has 2. Jay Kirk has 5. Eli Graff has 5. He had 35 last time they played. Condis Cherry had 5 for a total of 23. For the Wildcats, Jarrell Jimerson has 5. Shamar Green has 7. Garrett Giles has 8. Malik Howard came in and played outstanding, has 13. Raekwon Watson has 6 and scored his 1,000th point in the second quarter. Charlie Tollenbaum, he has 5. Cooper Williams has great game going for himself. He's got 8 points. Just tremendous defense and an offensive efficiency like I've never seen.
Why don't you run down what happened in the girls' game? I know the Lady Wildcats won, but who scored the most points?
Yeah, that was outstanding, really. In the girls' game, for the homestanding Alcoa Lady Tornadoes, Ronique Gardner had 1. Haley Berry had 8. Katie Brimmer had 4. Kara Pitts had 2. Briley Flatt had 5. And leading the Lady Tornadoes, Maddie Stewart had 16 for a total of 47. For the Lady Wildcats, Evelyn Mitchell had 8. Zayana Stewart led all scorers with 20. Ayanna Porter had 8. Lindsay Cleveland had 2. Alicia Mitchell was only 1 point behind Zayana with 19. Paige Lolling had 2. Janaea Pippins had 4. And Jenna Johnson had 10 third quarter points to pull the Lady Wildcats to an outstanding 72-47 victory.
We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We're streaming the game live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. We're on prepradio.com as well. Lady Wildcats won, as Mike said, the JV won. Right now, and there's still a lot of basketball to be played, Mike, but things are looking good for the Wildcats. They're up 52-23, but you don't get to be as good as this Alcoa team's. Their record, number 2 in the state. Well, there's a lot of basketball to be played is what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely, but I love the way the Wildcats are playing so well, and they're playing these really good teams now. Here, we got Cleveland coming up. They've got an outstanding player on their team. And, the way we're ending this season out is really good that they're not playing a bunch of district teams that they've seen 2 or 3 or 4 times. They're all different. They all play different ways. And it's great to see how well the Wildcats have adjusted to these other teams and are playing so well, both defensively and offensively.
Scored at halftime, the Wildcats lead it by a score of 52-23. Take a break. We'll be back to Alcoa High School following this 3-minute timeout. David Clary back here along with Mike Sheehan, Ethan Eubanks, Dylan and Blake Woody. Ben George is with us here. We've got, who else will we have? Caleb Jackson down on the floor. Brian Bennett back in the studios. Second half is about to get set, Mike, and I was just saying, you know, a lot of basketball will be played. I know looking good right now, 29-point lead, but this Alcoa team's good. So,
yeah, they are good. But I think the Oakridge has got a better game plan this time. They've got a better fix on the Alcoa players and the way they play. And our inside presence has just been unbelievable between Cooper, Shamar, Garrett Giles, and Taubenheim. They've given the Alcoa Tornadoes fits.
Tornado basketball first as we start play. Oakridge comes out with Shamar Green, Cooper Williams, along with Charlie Taubenheim, Raekwon Watson, Garrett Giles. 52-23 Wildcats. Alcoa basketball. Oakridge defense giving up only 23 points at the half. Here comes a shot. No good, but Mr. Wonderful calls a foul on Shamar Green. For Shamar, that'll be his second personal foul, team foul number 1. That's a shooting violation, and that'll send the Tornadoes to the free throw line. Jamar Dean, 6'2 sophomore. Wildcats will play Cleveland at Cleveland on Tuesday, as that free throw is good. And then the Wildcats will play Fulton a week from tomorrow at Fulton. And then on Monday, they'll play Sevier County Senior Night at the Wildcat Arena. Second free throw missed, but they've got the rebound. See what they're going to take. Cooper blocks the shot, rebounded by Shamar Green. Wildcats down the floor leading 52-24. Ray has the ball ripped out of his hands, saved away by the Tornadoes. Coco with it. Like I said, you got to continue to play hard. Here comes a shot, no good, another foul. Good defense there by the Tornadoes. They really kind of converged on Ray, and the Wildcats lead is cut, and they're going to shoot free throws. Garrett Giles is going to commit a personal foul. 52-24 to the free throw line. Will go the Tornadoes once again. That's Dean. Free throws up, no good. Dean is a 6'2 sophomore, good-looking player for the Tornadoes. Alcoa's just got a good team. They've got a good team. They got a good coach in Ryan Collins. And I like this rivalry, which started back in 1947. As the shot is good, and Ray catches it on a dead run. Ray's going to keg it strong, give it out to Garrett. Garrett drives back to Ray. Three-pointer from the corner is no good. Tipped and rebounded by Charlie Taubenheim. Charlie in the left corner finds Garrett at the top. They've extended it out just a bit. Charlie's free for a shot if he wants it. Garrett lobs it into Shamar. He's held, and he's fouled. Second time tonight, Pearl Shamar has hit the ground with physical play, and that time they did call it. Foul's called against Condis Cherry, 5'9 sophomore, and Shamar Green will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Shamar Green's had a pretty rough night. They've been manhandling him down underneath. Early in the very first quarter, he got really jostled and hit his head, but came back and playing strong now. His first free throw is up and good.
53-25 the score. Shamar came into this game with 444 career points, 370 career rebounds. He knocks down both free throws. He's over 50% now on the year. Here come the Tornadoes down the floor in a 29-point game. 54-25. Alcoa ball on the free throw line. Can't shoot over the top of Cooper. Over it goes to Isle. Isle drives in, throws the ball away. Shamar can't get it. Saved on the floor by Cherry. Cherry picked up defensively by Shamar Green. It's been a great defensive effort as they get a shot. Up, good. Nice shot. Nice driving bucket by Cherry. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. 54-27 Wildcats. Not a smart pass that time by Ray, but Cooper's got it. Cooper needs help. Kicks the ball back out to Ray. Ray dribbles in. Free throw line. Stops. Garrett Giles is free. Three-pointer. Good. Three-point shot for Garrett Giles, and the Wildcats have their biggest lead, a 30-point cushion at 57-27. Wow. They throw up an air ball, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Ray with the basketball, 57-27. Giles again for three. It's open again. It's no good. Rebound to Shamar. Oh, we're going to have a dunk on the other end maybe. As they work the ball in, shot is no good. It is good, I'm sorry. It wasn't a dunk, though. I said no good because it wasn't a dunk. As the Wildcats have the ball kicked out of bounds, and it was last touch, they say, by Alcoa. 57-29. I never would have dreamed this game would have been like this after watching them beat us back
Me
in
either.
December.
I mean, I am in total shock, and as I'm sure the Tornadoes are shell shocked.
Oakridge ball into Shamar on the left block, and he lost the ball out of bounds. It's a good play inbounds. Shamar was going to go in, but he just didn't catch it cleanly. It'll be Alcoa basketball. 5:43 to play third quarter, 57-29. They work the ball in for a shot. Good. Dean scores, and it's 57-31. Here come the Wildcats. Wildcats got to get back to doing what they were doing. They're still comfortably ahead as Oakridge works it over to Charlie, to Cooper, to Shamar. Right block, shot up. No good. He draws the foul. All day, all night, we could do that against this much smaller Tornado team. There's not many teams around this area that can deal with our height, Mike.
That's exactly right. I mean, and, you know, Coach Green knows that, and he's drawn this game plan up to perfection. As Shamar Green's first free throw is up and no good.
He'll have another one. 26-point lead for the Wildcats, 57-31, 5:24 to play in the third period here at Alcoa. Crowd was huge. It was loud once the game started, but the Alcoa fans haven't had a whole lot to cheer about. Shamar back to the line, toss good. Rattled in. Back on defense they go, playing with Raekwon Watson, Charlie Tobenheim, Cooper Williams, Garrett Giles, and Shamar Green, the original starting five. With the basketball will come Dean. Dean wanted to shoot over Charlie, fires a pass out here to Coco. Coco in front of the Alcoa bench. Garrett staying with him, cuts him off at the baseline, still wants to shoot, does, good, and he's fouled. It's a great play by the Tornado. Garrett had pretty good defense on him, but he still has an opportunity to make a three-point play here. 58-31, 5:06 to play third quarter. Foul called, I believe, against Garrett Giles. That'll be his third foul. Free throw on its way up there, good. Wildcats lead is cut to 24. 58-34 the score. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. With it will come Ray Ray. Ray Ray brings the ball across the way to Charlie Tobenheim. Gives it to Cooper, but Cooper lost it out of bounds. Wildcats another turnover. Let's see if Coach Green needs a timeout. Yes, he does. He's going to call a timeout to refocus his troops. 58-34 Wildcats. 4 minutes, 55 seconds to play third quarter. We'll be back to Alcoa High School in 30 seconds.
Wow. Pretty good crowd here, really.
Welcome back once again to Alcoa High School. David Clary, Mike Sheehan, Ethan Eubanks, TJ Hibben, along with Isaac Naudine, Dylan Woody, Blake Woody, Caleb Jackson, Brian Bennett. 58-34. One thing you don't want to do is give them any momentum and let them get back in the ball game.
No, we do not. It's too late in the game for that. And the way the Wildcats are playing, I don't foresee that happening because they are a very determined team to make it look a lot better this time than the 1 point loss they had back on December the 21st.
4:49 to play third quarter. Alcoa ball. Graff with it. Shoots a three. It's no good. Rebound. Tipped and taken away by the Tornadoes. Then
That should be our ball.
Ball is out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Alcoa. They'll work the ball in from the baseline. Looking. Firing it in. Breakdown on the defense. They get another easy bucket. So Ailes scores. And just like that, they're back to within 22 points. Here comes Oakridge down the floor. The Wildcats haven't scored in a while. Here comes a trap on Ray Ray to Cooper. Cooper shoots a three. They call a travel on him. Another turnover. You know who called it. You know who called it. You know who called it.
Man.
The absolute worst official in Blount County.
He made that three-point bucket, too.
I know, but this guy is not going to give you anything. I'm telling you.
It didn't count. But
I've seen him for years. 58-36 to score. You don't want to let a good team back in it, and they're really back in it, actually. 4:19 to play. They get a floater up, no good. Wildcat Shamar Green with the basketball. Shamar works the ball to Charlie. Charlie's driving. Charlie's taking it to the hole. Up, no good. I don't know, little angle, not a great angle there. Missed the shot. Here comes Alcoa once again, 58-36. Coco with the basketball. Going to drive against Garrett. Cut off, and the ball knocked out by Shamar Green. 3:55 to play. It's been a while since the Wildcats scored.
Yeah, it has. I mean, Alcoa's come out playing a lot tougher now, than they were earlier, and the Wildcats are having their troubles scoring right here in the third period, up 58-36 with 3:55 left.
Ball's worked in. The Wildcats have Malik Howard back in the ball game along with Jarrell Jimerson. So the Wildcats substitute Charlie out of the ball game, Shamar out. 3:51 to play third quarter, 58-36, the Wildcats in the lead. Alcoa ball, bounce pass inside for the shot, good. And it's a 20-point game. The Wildcats back on the offensive side, got to handle the basketball. Malik's bringing the ball down himself, gives it in to Cooper. To the top it goes to Ray Ray. Wildcats gets a screen, Ray Ray drives in for the shot, no good.
Oh.
Rebounded by Cooper, and he's fouled.
Oh, yeah.
Foul called against Jay Kirk. And that'll be
third.
his third personal foul. 20-point Wildcat lead here, 58-38. 3:33 to play in the third quarter. Wildcats trying to work the ball in. And I'm not sure what was called. Another foul called. And it'll be Oakridge basketball. And was that
Jay
on
Kirk
again?
Eh.
That's his fourth foul.
Yeah, it is.
It'll be Oakridge basketball to work the ball in. Ray Ray to Malik Howard. Three-pointer on its way. No good. Rebound, they're going to call a foul underneath against Cooper. He kind of pushed off for position. That's a good call. 20-point game. The Wildcats need to go back to doing what they're doing, and that's get the ball inside. 3:27 to play. Here come in the third quarter. Here comes Alcoa with the basketball. 20-point game. Tornadoes Graf. And that's going to be a holding foul called against Jarrell Jimerson. Fourth team foul called against the Wildcats. 3:19 to play. The pace is not the same, and it's actually kind of favoring Alcoa right now.
Yeah, it definitely is, David. Things seem to be going more Alcoa's way now here late in the third quarter.
Still a 20-point lead for the Wildcats. Now it was 3 fouls, and now it's 5 fouls mysteriously. Mysteriously now 5 fouls against the Tornadoes. And they're going to go to the free throw line. Against the Wildcats, that is. Sending the Tornadoes to the line.
I've only got 4, but what do I know?
58-38. They can cut it to under 20. Blake Woody in quarantine right now as that free throw is up and good.
I'm not sick, I swear.
Graft hits the free throw good. 19-point lead. Been a while since the Wildcats scored. Back to the line, Eli Graff, 5'10 senior, great football player for the state champion Tornadoes. Hits the free throw, Oakridge basketball, and it comes to Jarrell, and he's hammered by Graff. Good football play there by Eli.
Yeah,
good tackle. Fourth team foul, or is it the fifth? It's the fifth. So we're going to go shoot free throws on the other end. Scoreboard guy a little slow getting the numbers put up on the board. We saw that in the girls' game. And Jarrell Jimerson's going to go to the free throw line. Jarrell is 60% free throw shooter. 58-40 the score. Jarrell shoots. Good. Knocks it down. Is that the right score?
I think so.
58 to
40.
As the shot is up, good. Down the floor will come the Tornadoes. Wildcats in the lead. 60-40. They get a shot up. No good. Another foul call against Oakridge. It's back to a 20-point game. 3:11 to play in the third quarter. The pace has definitely changed, Mike. The pace of the game. It's a foul fest right now here in the third quarter. Hey, Mike, stay clear of Blake. He's sick. Free throws up, and it is good. Condas Cherry hits the toss. 60-41 the score.
I'm not sick. I just had a little cough.
That's what you said before. 60-41 the score. Here comes the Wildcats. Just messing with him. One of my sophomore team members. All of a sudden over and back there. Jarrell's going to drive. Jarrell inside. Nice pass, but then stolen away.
Oh, man.
A little bit too much dribbling there. And here comes Alcoa down the floor, setting up for a three. No good. They just haven't been able to hit their shots. Here comes Joseph Carter with the basketball. 19-point game. Block shot by Garrett Giles or Malik, either one. There were two Cardinal shirts there. 2:38 to play, third quarter, 60-41 Oakridge. Ray brings the ball down the floor to Malik Howard. Malik looks inside to Cooper. Cooper dribbles, drives, shoots. He's fouled. Cooper Williams is fouled by the Tornadoes. Little battle going on now between Ale and Cooper. And Cooper Williams will go to the free throw line. What does Cooper have? What has he done tonight?
Cooper's got 8 points so far.
71% free throw shooter. We'll have 2 here. 19-point Wildcat lead. Oakridge going for the triple sweep. Cooper's toss is good. Wildcats have led by as many as 30, I believe.
Yeah, they have. That was 30 at one time. Alcoa really came out scrapping here in the second quarter, or the second half, excuse me.
2:27 to play, third quarter. Alcoa beat Oakridge in December on a last-second shot. But the Wildcats right now are up by 21. Here they come down the floor with the basketball. 62-41. Tornado basketball. 2:19 to play. With the basketball, Condis Cherry drives in, swings the ball. Driving number 1 against Malik. Kicks the ball around the horn. They get a nice ball movement and a 3 good. Nice play there by Condis Cherry. And the Wildcats lead is 62-41. 2 minutes to play. Jarrell Jemerson with the basketball. Jarrell dribbles, gives it over to Cooper Williams. Garrett was wide open. They didn't see him. Here comes a long pass to Garrett in the corner. Looks to Cooper. Garrett drives in, grabs it, gives it off to Malik. Three-pointer, good! 3-point shot for Malik Howard. And the Wildcats are back up by 21. 65-44. How many now for Malik?
Let's see, he's 14, 16.
They're going to drive in. Shot is up, off the glass, good. Here comes Coco quickly to Malik. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Tornadoes. 65-46, a minute 26 to play.
15.
Third quarter, back in the ball game will come Charlie Taubenheim along with Shamar Green. The Wildcats up 65-46. You just tuned in earlier today. Ray Watson actually scored his 1,000th point of his career. As Oakridge will get the ball in, trying to work it in once again. Here's the lob into Shamar. Bumped, still shoots. Off the glass, shot good. Shamar Green scores. And the Wildcat lead is 67-46.
The Wildcats are really playing great on offense now. They're starting to make their shots.
With the basketball will come the Tornadoes. They kick it out right side of Cherry again for 3. Good. 3-point shot. They can get back in the ball game. But the Wildcats still have the lead by 19, 67-49, 53 seconds to play. Here comes Malik Howard with the basketball. Malik to Jarrell for 3. It's going to be short. Rebounded by Shamar, up good. Shamar Green with a putback shot. 69-49, back to a 20-point game as they drive in for the shot, good. All the way in goes Condis Cherry. Oakridge back the other way. 69-51 Wildcats. Ray in the rear court, harassed by Graff as he brings the ball across the midcourt line in front of the scores table. Actually in for the shot. Ray scores. What a great drive. He took on the challenge of Eli Graff and made him pay.
And that's his first 2 here of the second half.
71-51 the score. Once again, they'll bring the ball down the floor with Condis Cherry. 3-pointer, partially rejected or an air ball. Either way, it's Oakridge ball. Jarrell Jemerson with 5, with 4, with 3. Launches at the buzzer, no good. Malik hits it, good, as the third quarter comes to a close. We've played 3 quarters of basketball, a 22-point lead for the Wildcats. Oakridge leads Alcoa 73-51. Back to Alcoa in 60 seconds.
Malik has really come on, David. I'm telling you. He's playing great.
Welcome back once again to Alcoa. Here's a shot, good. Off the glass on the inbounds. Wildcat lead is 20. Oakridge, as we start playing the fourth quarter, Ray drives all the way to the hole, layup good. Ray all the way in, and the Wildcat lead is 75-53, 7:40 to play in the ballgame. With the basketball will come Condis Cherry, swings the ball out to Coco once again. Spelled K-O-K-O, 5'11 junior. Jabril drives in, layup, good. Wildcats give up an easy one as Cooper's going to have to get the ball in soon, does to Ray. Ray brings it across the line again. Ray kicks the ball to Charlie Taubenheim, who lays it into Cooper. Off-balance shot, no good, he's fouled. I don't think Cooper really expected that ball to come his way.
I don't think he did either.
And it'll be Oakridge up by 20, 7:15, the Wildcat to go in the game. Oakridge going for the triple sweep over the Tornadoes. The JV won today, 76-62. The girls destroyed Coach Bellman's Lady Tornadoes, 72-47. And the Wildcats dismantling Coach Collins' team. Their worst loss of the year for sure. They come in number 2 in the state in AA, or AAA, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Or AA, I guess. 76-55. Cooper hits both free throws. 22-point lead. The Wildcats jumped on them early, Mike, and they seem to have weathered the storm now.
Yeah, they've definitely outplayed the Tornadoes all night long. Maybe in the third quarter they made a run, but ever since then it's been Oakridge. And Graft is not going to get double digits, let alone 35.
Here's another foul called against Condis Cherry. You can see some frustration. It was a career night for him. He just played phenomenal basketball against the Wildcats on that particular night. That'll be the second team foul called against Alcoa. Oakridge on top 77-55. Trying to avenge a loss this year. And as Ray shoots a three, no good. Rebound, tracked down by Coco. Coco then fouled by Garrett Giles, and I believe that's his fourth. 6:45 to play in the ball game, 77-55. It'll be the Tornadoes at the free throw line. It'll be Isle, 6'1 senior at the line. He spells it, his first name is Morrow, M-O-R-O. His last name is spelled A-Y-L. Free throw on its way up there, front end of the rim, no good. 77-55, Oakridge in the lead. We'll go to Cleveland on Tuesday, take on the Blue Raiders and Lady Raiders. Lady Raiders have a future Lady Vol on their team. We'll get a chance to play them. Wildcats won the first 2 games, and the Wildcats turned the ball over. They set for a 3 and hit it. Wildcats got to handle the pressure a little bit better. Wildcats lead is 18. Ray to Giles. He wants to make amends. He missed it. Rebound to Shamar Green. Shamar backs it up to Ray. 6:25 to play in the game. 77-59 the score. Ray behind the back dribble. Stops. Kicks the ball back to Charlie Taubenheim into Shamar. Shamar dribbles, drives, shoots. No good, but he does draw the foul. Foul is going to be called against Ale. That'll be his 3rd personal foul. And Shamar will go to the free throw line. 77-59 Oakridge. What has Shamar done today, Mike?
7, 8, 9, 10. 14 points.
He'll go to the line. He'll have 2 shots, 6:12 to play in the ball game. Wildcats have lost 3 games this year, 1 to Alcoa, as that first toss is good. 1 to Franklin. Maybe they get a chance to play them again at the state tournament if we can make it that far. Won't be able to avenge an earlier loss to University Lab School of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I don't think we'll be able to avenge that one.
That's not going to happen.
78-59. Shamar hits both free throws. He's over 50% now on the year, and it's a 20-point lead for the Wildcats. 6:08 to play. The girls won big, 72-47. And another top 10 matchup. They launch a 3, no good. Charlie Taubenheim on the rebound. They're not going to press us. 5:55 to play in the game. 79-59, Oakridge by 20. Here comes Ray down the floor. Dribbling, giving it to Charlie for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Tornadoes. Condis Cherry, coast to coast, spinning shot blocked by Cooper. All ball, but the trailing official saw it differently. Might have got him in the body. Looked like all ball. Foul's called against Cooper. I think the game's too fast for these guys, even though that's the youngest official. As they go to the line, 20-point game. 79-59 free throw. The ball does not lie. Drops off, no good for Condis Cherry. Isaac Naldine in the house today. Good to see him. 79-59 the score. Back to the line, toss. Good. Maybe he was half right. Oakridge ball. Here comes Cooper Williams down the floor. Cooper stops at the midcourt line. Lost the ball. Picked up on the floor by the Tornadoes. Then grabbed by Cooper. It is a jump ball. Alcoa gets the possession.
How could that not be a foul? They ran over him.
You know,
oh my goodness.
When you're on the road, you got to expect that. But, you know, 79-60 the score for the most part. Two of the officials have done a really good job. Two of the officials have done pretty well.
Yeah, they have.
79-60 the score, 5:25 to play in the ball game. Wildcats trying to win their 20th game, and an incredible number as they get a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Cooper momentarily. Then they get a putback up, good. Jean scores. Wildcats on the inbounds. And it's a 17-point lead, 79-62. Still a lot of ball to be played, Mike.
Oh, yeah, they're still scrapping for everything they're worth. Alcoa has not give up. Their aggression has gotten much higher here in the fourth quarter. Oh.
Not a good play there. Wildcats try to go with a quick one as they work the ball to Graff. Graff drives in, blocked, foul called. Jarrell came in and tried to get it to Ray, but they anticipated that. This is a well-coached team. You cannot just kind of play around with them, and they can cut it even further. Fourth foul called against Cooper. Still just under 5 minutes to go. A lot of ball to be played, 79-62. The press is causing Oakridge some difficulties right now.
Absolutely they are.
Free throw a little short there by Eli Graff.
Eli Graff only has 6 points right now, David.
Garrett Giles comes back in the ball game. He's playing with 4 fouls. Cooper's got 4. Second toss, good. 79-62. Got to get the ball in. And what's the call? Timeout is asked for by, well, I don't think Coach Green wanted a timeout, but timeout was granted. Coach Green arguing. 79-62, 17-point lead. We were up by 30 at one point. You knew Alcoa was not going to go away.
They have really stormed back here in the second half, David. They're giving Oakridge fits. We aren't making near the shots we were in the first half, and a lot of it's because of the aggressiveness of Alcoa. They really picked their defense up here in this second half.
Well, I have a moment. A shout-out goes to our good friend Roger Mitchell, who's watching the ball game right now. Always good to see Roger in the gym. Wish he was here tonight. Roger Mitchell just celebrated his 48th birthday, I believe, on January the 29th. And a shout-out goes to Roger Mitchell.
Good for him. Happy birthday, Roger.
I might be wrong with the age, but it's, I got the birthday right. More importantly, it's a 16-point game. Right now, it's a 16-point game, still anybody's ball game.
Yes, it is. We got plenty of time. 5 minutes is an eternity in basketball.
We just got to do a better job handling that press. Just getting the ball in bounds has been a difficult task for the Wildcats. As Oakridge plays with Shamar Green, Charlie Taubenheim, Cooper Williams, Garrett Giles. We got 2 guys on the floor with 4 fouls. 79-63. Cooper's going to try to work it in. Wanted to go with the home run. Goes into Charlie. Ball knocked out, they say, last touch by Charlie. Another turnover. 4:54 to play. Somebody down there didn't like that call. The official was right there. I'm not going to say he was wrong this time. He was right there. Their basketball, they can cut it even further. Bounce pass comes in, he throws it away.
Yep.
Try to get it to number 2 for them, Jay
They
Kirk.
didn't deserve that either. And Alcoa gave the ball up in a hurry.
We just got to get the ball in bounds. Here comes Cooper to work it into Ray. Bumped in the rear court, finds Cooper free. Cooper to Garrett Giles. Charlie Taubenheim inside his Shamar. He got fouled, no call. Back he goes to Ray. 79-63, 4 minutes, 43 seconds to play in the game. Here comes the Wildcats, almost another turnover. Wildcats have got to value the basketball right now.
Yes, they do. Because Alcoa is giving them no slack whatsoever, putting a lot of pressure on the ball right now, David.
Garrett Giles to work the ball, and then it comes to Ray Ray. 4:37 and counting, 79-63 Oakridge. Cooper Williams to Taubenheim, into Shamar. He lost the ball, another turnover. Forced it, layup. No good, tip back up, good. Wildcat ball, in it goes to Garrett Giles. Here comes the trap, back to Cooper. Wildcats not handling the pressure well. Ray Ray with it, 14-point game. We've led by as many as 30. Lazy pass there, and Kirk fouls out of the ball game.
That's 5.
Yeah, he's out. Wildcats have two guys with 4 fouls. 79-65, 4:10 to play. Got to hold on for dear life here. Their pressure causing Oakridge difficulty. Oakridge has got to be a little tired themselves. The pace of the game is the way they like it, but Alcoa has kept up with them as Oakridge will work the ball in. Just got to handle the ball. And it comes to Shamar Green. Shamar double team, holds it, lobs it, and he got shoved. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That was absolutely terrible.
I don't see how Coach Green can stand that.
That was absolutely a terrible. He got shoved big time by my favorite official. Terrible. I mean, I told you he was a bad official.
I've never seen anybody get mugged any worse than that.
79-65. Can't let a good team back in. Three-pointer, good. Garrett Giles with the basketball. Garrett is fouled. I'm telling you, the only reason it was over and back is because he got shoved down.
Exactly. It was the worst call I've ever seen.
I knew that guy was going to be a factor in the ball game.
Man, that's hard on my nerves when that happened. I don't know how Coach Green stands it.
Well, we still have the lead, but it's getting smaller and smaller.
Dwindling, yeah.
11-point lead. Garrett Giles, 79% free throw shooter, goes to the free throw line. Blount County officials strike again. Free throw no good. Wildcats are a little bit rattled. Alcoa fans making some noise. 79-68 the score. Garrett Giles, a good free throw shooter, needs to knock this one down. 3:47 to play in the game. Toss, no good. Back on defense. 3:43 to play. They can make it a single-digit ball game. Cooper got hammered. Here's a three. Good! And a foul. 4-point play opportunity. Alcoa has come storming back here. That's Condis Cherry.
He's made 4 threes now, David.
4 threes.
And he gets to shoot a free throw on top of that. A chance for a 4-point play.
It's an 8-point game. 79-71, 3:36 to play. Free throw is good. Wow. Wildcats working into Ray Ray. Ray Ray dribbles out of trouble. Brings the ball down the floor. Ray Ray. 3:30 to play, a 7-point game. We were up by 30 at one point. Ray Ray dribbles in. Ray Ray to the hole, no good. Rebound to Alcoa. We don't need the bucket right there. Timeout, Coach Green.
Well, this gym has exploded with excitement. The Tornadoes are on a rampage right now. They're coming back within 7 points.
You know, we have missed. We got some calls that have not gone our way, but all the credit in the world goes to Alcoa. They have made plays down the stretch to get back in it.
I'd agree with that part. This has been a whale of a ball game. You know, Coach Green said he wanted a test. Well, he got one, and Alcoa is giving Oakridge all they can.
7-point game. They have the ball. 3:22 to play. The Wildcats trying to hold on for dear life here. Alcoa was down 30 at one point, and it's not that the Wildcats have quit playing. They have made some costly turnovers, but they have struggled mightily against their press.
Yeah, they definitely have. They've disrupted the Wildcats, and I don't know how many turnovers we've had here in the fourth period, but it's a lot more than we've had in the 3 quarters before this.
This game was pretty boring for a while unless you were an Oakridge fan, but now It is exciting. 7-point game. Got to play defense. Playing with Charlie Taubenheim, Cooper Williams, Shamar Green, Garrett Giles, Raekwon Watson. Their basketball, 79-72. They're going to drive in. Turning, spinning, shot. Foul called against Oakridge. They can cut it to a 2-possession game. Jamar Dean goes to the line. The Wildcats have 3 players with 4 personal fouls. Shamar, Cooper, and Garrett Giles. 79-72. Free throw, good. 6-point game, 79-73. Back to the free throw line, Alcoa trying to sweep the series with the Wildcats. Toss, good. Oakridge ball. And they're going to call a foul away from the ball against Alcoa. And that'll send Oakridge as Cherry is called for the foul. Wildcats have got to hit free throws.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Garrett missed 2. Ray will go to the line. He's our best free throw shooter on the year, 87%. But he's got to hit them. Wildcat lead, according to the scoreboard, is 5, 79-74. 3:10 to play in the ball game. Free throw, good.
That's Rayway's first free throw of the game.
What?
That's his first free throw shot of the game.
Trying to make it a 7-point game, a 3-possession game, 80-74. Ray's toss, good. Wildcats have 3 guys on the floor right now with 4 fouls. 3:07 to play in the ball game, 81-74. Alcoa basketball. They'll dribble in. It's blocked by Cooper. Saved by Oakridge. Cooper's got it. Cooper Williams and the Wildcats call a timeout. The bad official does what? What is he going to do? What will he do? It will be a timeout given to the Wildcats. 81-74. Huge block there by Cooper Williams.
Oh, yeah, big time. He was right under the goal, and Cooper went straight up and blocked that shot. It came down between his legs. Then they kind of got in a scuffle, and Cooper came away with the ball, and they called a timeout in time to save possession.
I want to remind everybody, next Thursday was scheduled to be the senior night for the Wildcats. That has been changed because Sevier County needs to get a district ball game in. That game will be moved to February the 17th. So the remaining games on Tuesday will travel to Cleveland. A week from tomorrow, we'll travel to Fulton. And then the final game of the year will be Monday, February the 17th, senior night at the Wildcat Arena. And then the girls start district tournament play on the 20th of February at Carnes. The boys will play the 21st. Oakridge ball, 2:55 to play. The Wildcats with it, trying to get it in. It goes to Ray. Ray guarded by Graff. He's fouled by Graff. No call. Ray and the Wildcats back it up, leading 81-74. 2:47 to play in the ball game. Here comes the pass to Garrett. Catches it, holds it in front of the Oakridge bench. Gives it back to Ray. Their defense is stifling right now. Ray blows past Dean. Drives right. Charlie, no good. Cooper can't get the rebound.
Oh, no.
We didn't need a shot there. Layup, good. We did not need that shot. Pontus Cherry with a bucket. Wildcats trying to get it in. Got to get it in. They throw it away. 3-pointer. It's going to go. No, it didn't. Cooper's got the rebound. Woo! Cooper Williams dribbles out of there. He's in a lot of harassment. Garrett Giles with it. Giles drives. 81-76. Oakridge, the Wildcats need some help. Cooper holds the basketball. He's fouled, no call. Dribbles out, throws the ball away. Another turnover, but he steps out of bounds.
Yeah.
He stepped out of bounds with the basketball.
Did.
A minute 52 to play. 81-76 Wildcats. Oakridge was up by 30. Oakridge ball. And you know who made a call in our favor?
Yeah, it did. Well, it happened.
Yeah, well, that hasn't been, he hasn't gone that way before with him as Oakridge prepares to work it in. Wildcats got to get the ball in the hands of Ray. 81-76. Graff defending him. He almost turns the ball over. He's all over it. The Wildcats have to have somebody open. It's Ray to the hole. Good. Ray scores. 83-76. 97 seconds to play. Got to slow down Condis Cherry. Back to the top and it goes. A minute 30 to play. 83-76 Wildcats. Cherry dribbles in. Kicks the ball left corner to Ale. Ale back to Cherry. Drives in. Layup. Good. Cherry scores. 83-78, a 5-point game. Oakridge ball. Wildcats get it in. Cooper Williams, want to get down the floor. Cooper Williams dribbling in the rear court. Where is Ray? Give the ball to Charlie Taubenheim. Charlie gets the ball across the line to Ray. Ray falls down, grabs it, lost it, jump ball, our possession. 59.8 seconds to play. 83-78, the Wildcats in the lead. What a game. Oakridge ball right in front of the Oakridge bench. The pressure has really hurt Oakridge. Garrett Giles works it into Shamar, back to Garrett. We don't need a shot there. Wildcats got to get back to the line. Garrett drives left to Charlie, to Shamar. Shamar to Cooper. The Wildcats holding it. Cooper almost fouled. Dribbles around to the top. Hands it off to Ray. Ray is fouled, I believe, with 43 seconds to play in the game. 83-78. And Raekwon Watson will go to the free throw line. Graf picks up his third foul. We had a 30-point lead. It is 83-78 right now. What a game here from Alcoa. Exciting action. You expected this game the whole time. Ray's free throw is good. Big shot by the senior. He's our best free throw shooter at 87%. He'll go back to the line trying to make it a three-possession game once again. 84-78 Wildcats. Ray shoots. Good. Solid senior. Solid career. Solid senior campaign. 7-point game. 43 seconds to play. Graf allows the ball to roll up the floor. 85-78 Wildcats. Graf dribbles in. Kicks the ball to the corner. Number 5 with it in the paint. Swings the ball. They're taking a lot of time, which is good because we're up by 7. Now Cherry drives. Shoots. No good. He'll have to earn it at the free throw line. That was almost an and one right there as Condis Cherry, the 5'9" sophomore transfer from Austin East.
That's 5 for Shamar.
Will go to the free throw line, and Shamar is fouled out. Garrett playing with 4. Cooper playing with 4. 85-78 Wildcats. 28.6 seconds to play. To the free throw line, Condis Cherry. How many points does Condis have? Free throws up. Good.
I got 27 now.
He hit that free throw. It's a 6-point game. 85-79, 28.6 seconds. Free throw, good. Oakridge ball. Got to get it in quick. In it comes to Cooper, to Malik, to Charlie. Charlie drives. Charlie, alley-oop. Oh! Garrett Giles, he's fouled. I don't know. I mean, it would have been pretty if he had dunked it, for sure. But I would have rather just had a layup right there.
Yeah, really. Well, he kind of got undercut. You know, Jamar Dean wasn't going to give him any room whatsoever, and he fouled him. So Garrett Giles will be shooting free throws with 21.2 seconds left.
5-point Oakridge lead. Garrett missed his last 2 free throws. Rarity for him. Free throw is good. Big free throws there, 86-80. The Wildcats in the lead. Trying to make it a 3-possession game, a 21.2 seconds to play in the game. Garrett Giles back to the free throw line. Toss, big free throw. 3-possession game, 87-80 Wildcats. 19 seconds to play. Slow him down. Condis works the ball for a 3. Air ball, no good. They get a shot good, and Alcoa calls a timeout. 11 seconds to play.
Wow.
87-82. I'll be eager to find out what Coach Green says about us losing this lead. I know I can't say we didn't have good effort. I'm just saying that Alcoa came fired up.
They definitely did, and they started making their shot. They were passing the ball much more crisper, if you will, in the fourth quarter, and they've made a screaming comeback against the Wildcats to get this game within 5 points with just 12 seconds left. Oh, I'll be glad when that clock runs down to 0.
Hey, do you remember when Jim Shoemaker used to be official in the league?
Oh, yeah.
Mike Underwood has backed up and watched the shove twice, and he compared that call to a Jim Shoemaker call.
Oh, that's funny.
87-82. They put some time on the clock. It's now 12 seconds. It was 11 something, but we're up by 5. If you're an Oakridge fan, if you're an Alcoa fan, you're down by 5. 87-82. The Wildcats trying to win their 20th game of the year, and I believe their 12th straight. Got to get the ball in. Cooper's going to try to work it in again. Wildcats going to get it in to Malik Howard, and he's held and fouled. And then mysteriously, we'll go to the free throw line. 10.7 seconds to play. Dylan Woody doing camera work. Blake Woody over there sick. Caleb Jackson down on the floor.
This will be Malik Howard's first attempt at a free throw tonight.
Malik's a good free throw shooter. He'll go to the line. He is 63 on the year. Good. 10.7 seconds to play. A free throw here, and it's over. Yep. 88-82 Wildcats. Who would have ever believed it would have come down to
after that 30-point lead? I know.
Missed free throw. Still somebody's game. 8, 7, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, 3, 2, 1, good. Ball game. Nope.
Foul was
They
called.
stop it with 0.1 second to play. 88-85. What will they say? The officials are talking
Did they
about
say
it.
it went
Will
in?
they say? I know it went in, but they're going to say if the game is over because they stopped the clock. We'll see how much time they're going to put on the clock. 88-85, a 3-point game. 1.1 seconds on the clock.
Make that shot,
He
David?
did. 88-85 the score. They're going to put a full second on the clock, so
Oh,
Oak Ridge
for
needs to
crying
just
out loud.
get it in. Just get it in. It'll be hard for them to catch and shoot in that little amount of time. We saw that happen. Grayson Slater got a buzzer beater like that one time here 2 years ago when we were here. We saw Graff get one in with a lot more time than that. Wildcats were up 30. It's now a 3-point game, 88-85. Number 2 in the state, Alcoa, trailing. They've trailed the whole way as Oak Ridge needs to just expire 1 second off the clock, which means somebody's got to catch it. Not a white shirt. Cooper to work the ball in from the baseline. In it comes. They're going to go with the home run. They're going to get the ball underneath the goal. Absolutely not a smart play by the Wildcats. They can tie it right here. All they had to do was touch it. That's all they had to do. Not a good call at all, or not a good play by the Wildcats. They went with the long pass. It was too strong. If they catch and shoot a 3, we've got a tie ball game in overtime. 1 second to play. Graff looks, fires. They get a 3 off. No good. Oak Ridge wins. Oak Ridge wins. 88-85. We did everything we could to give them the ball
Yes,
game.
we did. That was scary. That last inbound throw we had, I don't know who he was throwing to, but it went into the stands. So,
All he had to do was just give it to anybody close.
Oh,
But he went with the home
that
run
was
pass.
scary. That was a whale of a ball game.
Yes,
right
it
there,
was.
David.
And the Wildcats win it 88-85. Let's take a quick break. Wildcats get the triple sweep.
Can you tell
Oak Ridge
me
wins it 88-85. We'll be back. 88-85. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome back once again to Alcoa High School, where Oakridge has just narrowly escaped blowing a 30-point lead. I mean, the final score was 88-85. Blake, we almost lost that one.
Yeah, that was really stressful at the end. I almost thought they could have got that, but as I saw it hit the backboard, it's over.
Mike's ready with the stats as we wait for Coach Green.
Okay, the first for the homestanding Alcoa Tornadoes. What an outstanding basketball game this has turned out to be. Jamar Dean, their freshman, had 18. Jabril Coco had 13. Jay Kirk had 7. Eli Graft, who had 35 the last time they played, had 8. Condis Cherry went off for 34. I mean, he just exploded in the second half. I mean, he just played outstanding. Moro Ayla had 4. For the Oakridge Wildcats, Jarrell Jimerson had 7. Shamar Green had 16. Garrett Giles had, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Malik Howard had 21. Raycon Watson had 16. Charlie Tallenbaum had 5. And Cooper Williams had 12. What an outstanding basketball game this has been.
You know, though, there's a couple times. I mean, we struggled. I'm gonna ask Coach Green the hard questions. We struggled, honestly, with their press. And I know with our big lineup in, you know, that's sometimes happened, but you got to give all the credit in the world to the Tornadoes. I mean, they just brought the fight to us there at the end.
Oh, absolutely.
And we had trouble just getting the ball in bounds.
Absolutely. I mean, it was just like two different halves. Alcoa came out so much more intensified in the second half and pressuring the ball every time that Oakridge got possession of the ball. There was somebody right there in their face, and they made life really tough for the Wildcats here in the second half of this basketball game, and the Wildcats escaped with their 20th win of the year. What an outstanding accomplishment for the Oakridge Wildcats.
And they avenge an earlier season loss. Here comes Coach Green, and which is big. I can give Blake that so he can work on that. Coach Green is coming up the steps. I've gotten a couple texts already, people telling me their heart can't stand more games like this. And here comes Coach Green. 88-85 was the final score. Get a chance to speak to the head coach of the Wildcats. Appreciate it. FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We'll speak to Coach Green in a moment. He's talking with the Alcoa announcers right now. We'll go to Cleveland. We'll be on the radio. We'll be streaming it from Cleveland on Tuesday. We'll hope you'll join us for that. Then Saturday, a week from tomorrow, we'll be at Fulton to take on Jody Wright's Falcons and the Lady Falcons. And then a week from this Monday will be senior night at the Wildcat Arena as Oakridge takes on the Sevier County Smoky Bears and Bearettes, who are also ranked in the top 10. The way we're closing out this season with these top-ranked teams, yeah, Coach. I mean,
well, let me first say, Dave, for you, that's the first time. Let me say first, it's the first time I've won a game against a really good team and feel like I've lost.
Yeah, towards the end.
I come out, I feel like, honestly, I remember going one. I really just feel like we just lost the game. It's what a wild game. I don't think I've ever been a part of one like that that I can remember. I've coached a long time. I know we were up 30 at one point, 31.
Right.
But anyway, there we go.
Oh well, I mean that's kind of stuff I want to talk about. I mean, first half, you were just kicking on all
best
cylinders.
We played all year.
Yeah,
not even close.
And just doing it. And you came out really strong, actually in the early part of the third quarter. But their press started getting you. You had trouble just getting the ball in bounds.
Yeah, and and this is it's a game. So I thought they didn't play as hard the first half.
No.
And then coach is a good coach. He got them going second half. So you got to give them credit. I knew they were going to play better. I'll be lying if I said I thought they could come back and have a chance to win it down 29. I felt it coming a little bit, when they cut it to 15 or 16, just the momentum shifted. I burned all my timeouts. I had to burn 2 on loose balls trying to keep possession. I had none left the last 3.5 minutes, which hurt us a little bit. But, hey, I told the guys afterwards, I wasn't upset. I mean, we work on those, and we actually did a decent – we turned it over some. But you got to realize, we've got 2 bigs in there. They've got the best athletes we'll see all year.
Right.
Trying to get it in. I knew it was going to be tough. I knew we turned it over some, but that'll help us down the road to be in that situation. And it's a lesson learned. The game's never over. It's never over. Whether you're down 20 or you're up 30 or the ball game is never over. And you got to continue to compete and play. I'm proud we won the game. We easily could have lost it. They had a 3 there at the end there to send it in overtime. But but again, I don't want to take anything away from the first half how well we played, because we played again. I think without any question the best we played all year. And you got to give them credit for the second half as well. They're a championship team too, and they're going to compete and get after it. And they didn't stop playing. Cherry kind of took over second half, and sometimes that happens. Good players make plays, and I told these guys, Ray wanted to spread it out with about 3.5 to go, kind of play work. I would have
been fine with that. Actually.
Yeah, but again, we don't have the same personnel we've had in the past, and against a team that quick. You see how spread out we were. We didn't have, Ray don't got it. So I'd probably go, if I had to do over again, we'd have kept, I'd probably run some play calls to try to get some looks at it because we turned it over some of those possessions. We tried to stall it, and I mean, jump balls and timeouts. But I learned a little bit about my team, what I feel is best if we're back in that situation again. But again, you got to give them credit for second half for sure.
There's a couple shots that late in the ball game you probably shouldn't have taken right at the end. But I guess the play that probably comes to my mind, and I don't mean negative Nancy, is 1 second to go here. All you had to do is just get it in and touch it.
And I told Cooper that. I mean, I think to his defense, I think Malik moved, and we work on that about every other day, but. With Shamar out, Malik's never been down there. So Malik was out of position because Shamar fouled out. So Malik was running over the side. The ball was supposed to have been thrown to the foul line in the air. So it's going to hit somebody.
Right.
And once it hits somebody, if they want to sling one from their ball game's over.
Right.
I told him that you can't throw it out of bounds. Obviously, he didn't mean to, but we threw it out of bounds. So, But, I don't think, again, you can't put that all on Cooper. Malik wasn't where, and I don't know, I had to ask Cooper. Cooper ran the baseline, I think, to give him a little bit more. Yeah. Really wish he wouldn't have done that. That's something we can learn. He needs to back up and just toss the ball, if we're back in that situation.
And you missed a couple of free throws down the stretch. Guys that never miss free throws, but Ray was solid. He hit those free throws when you needed him to. I mean, this team is, I talk about this all the time. They're a double-A school or whatever they are. But all you need is 5 good ball players. It doesn't matter the size of your school. I mean,
they got 5 good ball players. That's 6 actually. Graf had 35 last time we played him. Number 3 comes off the bench.
And then Cherry
at 32 tonight.
Yeah. So I mean, he's
and I told the guys yesterday. I said, hey, well, shoot around today. I said, if Graf has 35 again, we're practicing tomorrow. I joking around, and then I said, you better not be fooled because there's 3 or 4 other guys on their team that can have 30, and Cherry did it for sure.
So Ray scored his 1,000th point, which is a good thing. But and you avenged an earlier season loss. But what I was going to say about the 5 good players, I mean, that's a really good basketball team. Yeah. As you said, you're not going to face many athletic teams as athletic as them. Down the stretch here, you're going to play a Cleveland team that's athletic, but not as athletic as that team right there.
Yeah, I don't know why they just turned this music on. I can't hear myself. Anyway, no, I mean, and I think you can tell too. I don't know why they're blasting music. I think you can tell we've gotten a ton better since the first time we played them.
Night and day.
Now we did in the second half, and that was something I was looking forward to seeing. How much better we've gotten. I think we had gotten better, but you don't really know till you tip it up. But I think that'll help us, Dave. That's a frustrating, it's a frustrating second half. But again, you got to give them credit.
Let me ask you about when you were looking at their faces there at the end. Did you see any panic on their faces there at the end?
Well, we started turning the ball over, and again, it's one thing to say. You got our 5-man, Cooper, to a certain degree, having held the ball a little bit against a really quick player because they're double-teaming Ray.
Right.
And we've worked on that some, but you can't imitate that type of quickness and speed. You can't do it in practice. But again, that's something we can learn from. You know, I thought the first half we did a really good job of. They pressed us some. We were really under control. We took advantage of some opportunities in fast break. We also, you know, when we had the opportunity to slow it down and get it inside, we did that too. Second half, we wasn't quite as, you know, sharp, and I think it's because they sped us up a little bit. And we needed to see that. We honestly needed to see it. I knew it was coming, and they didn't really make a ton of adjustments. They just played. Alcoa just played harder second half.
88-85 the score. I mean, it's a win over a good team, regardless of regardless.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're 21-4. Their only losses were to Maryville, Bearden. They lost a team out of Florida, and another good team. I can't remember who it was. So I'm not going to take anything away from that win. I'm proud of our guys. Obviously, we'd like to play better second half. I'm glad we won.
Right.
That'd been a really bad way to lose for sure. You know, it just never could get the momentum stopped, you know, and ran out of timeouts. You know, I didn't have any left the last 3.5 minutes. I knew that was going to be an issue. I kept reminding them, I was worried about us getting in a trap and calling one when we didn't have it. So, you know, you try to save them as a coach, but you're trying to stop runs too. I got to do a better job of keeping some timeouts in my pocket, you know, too.
I don't know the guy's name, but at least we don't have to face that official again this year.
Yeah.
I mean, Graff hit. I mean, he bumped him across. It was an over and back because he shoved him. That's why.
I mean, that was big, and you know, and again, you're on the road, so
it happens.
You're on the road, and you're not going to get some of those, and
especially from him.
Yeah, it's
you don't have to say.
That's
it,
right, yeah. But
I'll say it.
But yeah, I mean, hey, and I'll tell you this, you know, I think Alcoa win it again. I think in AA.
Oh yeah.
I think they'll win it again, and that's a heck of a team. And like I said, I mean, you look at the score. You think 88-85, did anybody play any defense? And the answer is really no. And I'm a defensive guy. But again, you know, we just didn't, you know, we lost some communication there in the second half, gave them some looks, and hey, you know, they made some of the shots they missed in the first half, you know. So, you know, we've got Cooper and Shamar, and you can play a little zone. We talked about playing some zone the last 2 or 3 minutes, but they started shooting a little bit better. I didn't want to give up.
Right.
You know, twos were going to be better than threes. So there's a lot of scheming there the last, you know, 2 or 3 minutes. And I don't know if you call it scheming, but just, you know, hey, what do you like this? You know, lineups. Talk about getting Malik back in the game, but with him pressuring.
Yeah.
You know, him, you know, so it's.
Because you won. Don't worry about it.
We won the game for sure. But good win. Proud of our guys. We'll get better from that, and win or lose, I think playing a team like that will help you.
Quick remind us about Cleveland.
Yeah, Tuesday, you know, we beat them, I think, at 80. I don't know how to remember this, but I think it was 80-58 at home early in the year. They've taken some lumps. You know, Walker Valley beat them bad. That's a big rivalry. I watched them play at Bearden the other night. But Coach Tucker does a good job. They'll be ready to go for sure. They'll play hard on Tuesday. And I think the biggest lesson learned tonight is you got to play for 32 minutes, you know, and regardless of what the score is, regardless of who you're playing, you got to compete and get after it for 32 minutes, and that's going to be our focus. And regardless of who we're playing, and we got to continue to do that. But we never play whatever it is. I don't want to jinx us. We haven't played great at Cleveland.
No, we haven't
in the past. So
right.
Maybe we can change that.
Except when Jeremy got that layup.
Yeah, and I remember that game. We didn't play great in that game either, and
right.
won. You know, hate to be negative Nancy when we win the game. And again, we beat a really good team tonight. You know, I mean, we beat a really, really good team. Proud of our guys, found a way to hang on. But, man, what a game. I have not been a part of one like that.
Good news. I see your dad is out of his wheelchair over there, too.
Yeah, he's feeling a little bit better. He's got his walker now, so he's getting a little bit better. So he's turned the corners. Hopefully we can. I said he's out of his wheelchair, so he's sitting on the bench. I said, you want to sit on the end so you can see, because my bigger rear end won't be in his face the whole game, because they're always trying to look around me over there, because I don't sit much.
Coach, have a good weekend.
All right, thanks a lot, David. Appreciate it.
Wildcats win it 88-85. That's their 20th win of the year, and Wildcats next ball game, as I said, will be Ben. You just got anyway. 88-85 was the final score. The Lady Wildcats win. It's a triple sweep night for the Wildcats against really good teams. Mike, your final comments? I know the Woody brothers are not feeling well. They want to go home.
Well, I don't blame them. I won't be long. You know, this is one of the best rivalries we've got in basketball. And this is just one of the best games I've ever got to be part of, and I appreciate you letting me do the color tonight and keep the score for this outstanding basketball team. Two great performances by two really good Oakridge Wildcat teams against two really good Alcoa teams, and we come over here and have a victory like this, and for both teams now have got over 20 wins, and that's a tremendous season in itself, David. I look forward to the rest of this season and see how it plays out.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate your help again tonight. Appreciate Dylan Woody, Blake Woody, Ethan Eubanks, Caleb Jackson. Ben George is here with us. TJ was here, but we don't count him, as the Wildcats won the ball game in the boys' game 88-85. Brian Bennett's been our engineer back at the station. We appreciate him. Our next broadcast of Oakridge Ball will be Tuesday when the Wildcats travel to take on the Blue Raiders down in Cleveland. For all the people I mentioned before, this is David Clary saying so long, everybody.